a tabletop RPG. This might be potentially a pretty regular thing from this point on. It is something called Fragged Empire. I was first really notified of this by my good friend Spencer here. I don't really know his in-game name. I'm missing it off the top of my head. But this is a game that we are calling FRAGS Inbound. Basically, this is going to be mostly session 0. Not really anything huge, but still little bits and bobs, right? Just trying to get used to the setting and the characters. But yeah, I'll be DMing today. I'm your Space Master. If you guys want to like introduce yourselves at all? No? You're not gonna. Okay.
Nope.
Well, this is rather awkward, isn't it? These are those people. We're using this for all the like volume stuff. Oh. Right. Well.
Hi, Discord.
Yeah. My friends are in order. James Remore, who you probably know from my Age of Splendor streams.
Woo!
A friend of mine from actually 2 friends of mine who are totally new to this, who are from another Discord entirely, and a friend of mine from the Weather Watchers as part of Base Camp 33, and the Monarch Papers. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves, because we probably know enough about Remore already. Just general description.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm I don't do this normally. I don't know what to say. Oh god.
Just anything. Like, pretend you're talking to a person for the first time, introducing yourself.
I don't normally do that.
Okay.
That's the problem here.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hi. I'm
Hi.
Tyler.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting notifications that the audio's low.
Oh yeah? Okay. I'll turn that up slightly. Oh, are we really getting okay, yeah. Yep. Cool. Gonna turn up desktop.
I linked my server of friends.
Okay, fair enough.
At their request.
It depends on where we are.
Are we good here? We're cool?
How's that audio sounding now?
I have no idea.
Alright. Still really low. Okay, so I'll just turn that up to max.
Are you sure it's not? Are you sure it's not you? Are you sure it's not you, Brian?
I mean,
fine.
Because this is rather loud at this point. This is like same level as the actual DM. Okay. I guess I'll just turn this up to max then for both of us, and we'll see how that goes. I'll also try turning up some of the people on here. User volume up to max on you, up to 200% on you, up to 200% on you. This should be about maxed out for everyone. God, this pager responsive.
Are we running the audio through Roll20 or through Discord?
We're running it through Discord, and I'm pumping that through OBS and messing with it. That sounds much better. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, we're all pretty much relatives, tabletop nerds or sci-fi nerds or whoever the hell. We're all just sort of getting together and doing this for the first time. So I'm relatively inexperienced, but I thought that I'd give this a go. If I have problems that sort of start to appear, let me know. Be easy on me, because I'm a relatively new DM, and yeah, enjoy. So,
you just asked the one thing that we can't do.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't be easy on me by any means whatsoever. I am doomed to die. Alright. Actually, yeah, that is, in fact, not working. So, we're starting with the ghost ship Carthage. So all of you guys are relatively, like, new to this, right? You're all relatively new mercenaries who've just stepped off of your ship. you all got notifications in your own special ways. Nephilim, Kaltoran, Corporation. You all got notifications that you're to meet a man named Mr. Simmons inside of a bar on. Let me open up the star map. On the Kaltoran homeworld. Why not? An underground bar in the middle of like the dark, deep subterranean levels of their homeworld. You have been given literally no prior description on what this job is. You've only been told that you will be paid a lot of credits, and this is just something that is in your best interests to go and check out. So, are all of you guys, like, do you all know each other at this point? Or are you all, like, just generally brand new to this? Like, you don't know each other, you have no idea who you're going with? Like, how does this look to an outside eye?
I figure my character might have just kind of reached Alabaster, I want to say is the name of the space station, and then found a mercenary crew to continue on to go search for more things.
Sorry, I'm just trying to refresh this page, possibly. Everyone is an edgy loader, yeah, basically. Welcome to any space sci-fi game, yeah? Sorry, I'm just refreshing this page. Bear with me for a moment. So that's probably the Tweefar then. How about the corporate? How did you get to the Kaltoran homeworld?
Well, I certainly didn't want to come here. Kaltorans and Corps, that's not the best relationship.
Yeah.
If anything, it's the worst relationship.
Yep, you have prejudice against each other from the old war. Yep.
But works work.
Okay, fair enough. You're just getting paid by your boss, I assume?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. And the last one of you guys, actually, I don't think I know anything about your character, Remor. What race are you?
So
like,
I'm an emissary from the Nephilim.
Okay, yeah, right, the Nephilim. How did the Nephilim get here? How did the clone, like the genetically modified, bioengineered clone get here? That's a good story.
So the scientist that created me, he tasked me with the mission to assassinate high-value targets in the Legion and Kaltron.
Okay.
So I've run into people from like the corporation on tasks from them, but I've also run into maybe even you on Kaltron missions.
Okay, so
I'm currently hunting down a new target in this area.
Okay.
And I got the call to redirect.
Okay. Cool. So for the most part, I need to mute that. So for the most part, you guys have all gotten here in your own ways. You're all in your in this little bar, this dingy tavern in the middle of nowhere. It's dark. It's cold. It's like there's like the sound of chatter from other people in the actual underground caverns, and there's the sound of ships taking off and landing. And I'm gonna put on a bit of music. Let's try this then. Let's see if this works. So, you guys arrive in this tavern. It's dark, it's cold, there are people chattering, spaceships taking off. I want you guys to roll a general, like, check. Like, roll 3d6 for me. Just any of you guys that would be looking for this guy. Basically, just give me a general roll. That is Jesus, I am so new to this. My bad, guys.
Is it a 3d6?
Yep, roll 3d6 for me. Pretty standard stuff. I'll mute myself here. Off my camera.
8.
8? Okay. You can also just type /roll 3d6 in the actual chat, and that also comes up with that. Okay, at 10, that's just barely a success. So for the most part, who are you? What's your name? So fail. You walk into this dingy place. You look over in the corner, and there's a man sitting at the corner. The crowd themselves are pretty rough. Like, they're burly, like, farmers and, like, other people who have just gotten off world, like, any of that kind of stuff, right? Except there's this one dude in a rich, like, tuxedo type, like, business suit sitting in the corner, drinking, like, what looks like really bad alcohol, just sort of watching the crowd. You think that that's probably your contact. The other three of you, Remore, you'd probably see the same thing. You probably wouldn't see much about the actual crowd themselves. You just know that there's a man sitting in the corner who looks a little bit out of place.
Right.
Right. So the corporate, what are you, can I get you to roll 3d6 for me? I just want a quick, easy roll here. 8 or better will succeed you here. Oh my god. I'm so bad with this.
Where'd you go?
So bad.
Yeah, there we go.
Cut out.
What did you roll? Oh. Sorry, did you cut out? Or did I cut out?
You cut out for me.
Right. Okay. I just want you to roll a quick 3d6 for me. Standard perception. 4.
Oof.
Okay.
Big oof.
That's bad. So you walk into this tavern, you don't see your contact anywhere. Like, there's so many people in here, and it's so dark and dingy and gross looking that it's basically just like, you don't see jack shit. Like, there are too many people in here. It's not a critical failure, so I won't say, like, you start to get, like, claustrophobic or something and need to run out, but it's, you're sort of stumbling in the dark.
God damn.
Luckily, I'm gonna do something here. /roll. Cool. Right. So the actual, like, the man in question, he sort of grimaces as he looks at his alcohol, and he sort of sits there. And there's a moment where he, like, sort of clocks one of you out of, like, the side of his eye, and he, like, sits for a moment. He sort of thinks to himself, like, sort of does a double take, like, am I sure that these are the guys? And then he raises his hand, like, hey, over here. Like, sort of motioning you guys over to him.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Excellent.
So, are you gonna go and just try and find this guy? Are you gonna do anything in the meanwhile? Okay.
Gotta do the job.
Like, I can walk in and try to find the guy.
Yeah, he's basically motioning you all over, so I'd assume that you'd probably see him by this point. So you're all just gonna go over? Good. Okay, so you guys make your way over. It's dark. It's a little bit dingy. This is just like a simple side corner with a simple, like, bar table. There's nothing really huge going on here. The man sort of looks at you, sighs, says, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. My name is, let me check my oh, my actual web browser cut out. I need to open that back up. He just says the name of the contact, I guess, in that case, if I'm trying to open this up. He says, I was sent here by the rest of the corp. I have a job for you guys, if you need it. This is incredibly lucrative. I believe I have found the wreck of the Carthage. It is... Well, before I even go that far, how much do you people know of the Old War?
Well,
How much do I know of what?
The Old War, I believe.
the old war.
Yes.
There's Island War quite a lot.
Okay, actually, I think that the Nephilim would probably know.
Yes,
But the other
we would.
two of you, this is pretty common history, but even so, for like any like detailed information, can I get you guys to roll a 3d6 for me again? Standard check. I'm gonna grant you
What, me?
guys that plus your. Oh, actually, I have a character sheet right here, so I don't need to do that. I want you guys to roll me 3d6 plus your intelligence modifier. So like +2, +3, whatever. Pretty standard rolls. Okay, 6. File?
I don't think that rolled correctly. Let me check it.
Okay. Oh, you're also rolling plus your int, so yeah. It's 3 plus 1 plus 2.
So it's a slash roll d3 6 plus 4.
3d6 plus 4, yeah, if that's your intelligence. Oh wow, Remore. Holy shit. Okay, so Milo, you too. Oh boy. Okay. So the both of you, the old war is like, so in terms of the fragmented empire, not human, the races, the 4 allied races that are remaining got here through, like only in the past 100 years have the other races reached the stars again. The old war was this huge war between the Archons, which were the heirs of humanity, and this great beast called Cjheighton, I believe. And this war raged for literally thousands of years. All of your races were genetically modified in order to fight the Cjheighton. Nephilim, I don't remember your name, Remore. Your Nephilim kind were actually a member of Zion's army.
Yes.
You were the bad guys in this war. You were the big bad guys, the foot soldiers, the ones who tried to hunt down and kill the Archons.
Good guys. From our point of view, we were the good guys. Okay?
Yeah, you were the like imperialist, like they were the alien scum. You were the imperial like glory for the empire types. So for the most part, that's what you guys know. He says, right. Judging by your actions, probably the case. Right. I have found the Carthage. So the Carthage, it was a ship that was actually lost during the Old War. I believe it went off in search of some kind of treasure or monetary stuff. And I had some credit hoard or something like that. And it disappeared without a trace. There's been no contact from it for hundreds and hundreds of years. This thing must be a derelict by now. But I believe I found coordinates to it. Quick, easy coordinates, ways that you guys could potentially get your hands on that treasure. The corporation, well, we would like to try and get our hands on a little bit of money, if you could say that. We're trying to get our hands on a little bit of that resources, and we don't want to stick our necks into it. You all are mercenaries. You work for pay. We just want a 15% cut of it, and anything else that you guys take, you can get. Simple as that. Before I give you the coordinates, I do have to admit, the money isn't the only issue. We sent a team of Legion Vespers into the ship to salvage the medical supplies on the ship. They disappeared without a trace as well. Every single one of them. We haven't had contact from them for months.
Because of course they did.
Yes. They were a little bit, well, they were muscle. We thought that they would be able to do this easily. We thought this was a simple job, just a simple salvage and run, but if it's a group of Legion that couldn't pull it off, we need we need people who know what they're doing. We can't stick our necks into this. The corporation's too valuable. We have too much assets in this. So we need you to collect the medical supplies from the Vespa team and anything that they might have also carried. If at all possible. We could give you a bonus if you could find the heads or the ID tags. So what do you say?
Okay, I'm in.
Yes? You are. Okay. The corporation would be willing to give you a slight advantage in terms of your influential draw with the corporation as a direct result of this, and of course you will be getting a total of 20,000 credits deposited to each of your bank accounts. Simple as that. Right. Okay. In that case, he holds out a key card. Simple, small, like plastic key card. Looks like something like very, very, very easy to mess around with. These connect into like a ship's computer system. Like they're the sort of thing that you would typically see on a like freighter or another type of ship. And you just sort of swipe it, and it downloads all the data off of it onto the computer in question. So think of it like a swipe to access USB stick.
Okay.
So he's gonna look at you. He's gonna say, "Right, you've agreed. So I found you a ship, and I found you a mechanic. Everything else you have to do on your own. You will have 0 outside help. Good luck."
I think we can do this.
I'm supposed to play a tight-lipped character there. Never mind. Right.
So, be quiet.
Right. Okay. So what are you guys gonna do? He's giving you a key card, and he sort of just turned back to his drink as if like that's it. You guys are good.
Is there only one key card?
There's only one. Yeah.
Okay, I grab it.
Oh. Okay. So you take the key card. It's like it at first looked like plastic, but this is actually pretty sturdy aluminum. This is like relatively flexible, easy to keep track of, well built, high quality. Nothing else though.
I turn to the corporation contact and ask, would you happen to know where we would find this mechanic that you seem to have gotten for us?
Right. The spaceport, of course. It's a little bit off to the west, about 2 clicks that way. And he points off in a direction, out of the door.
Alright, well, we should probably go from here.
Yes.
Everyone, shall we go?
Yep. I am just thinking of this. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, everybody? You've been asked if you're ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Getting some weird connection errors.
Yeah. I think that Remore is trying to text me about something, so he's like a little bit focused on this. Okay. Sorry. I need an answer from you guys. Are you all ready to head out, or are you gonna stop here and do some things first?
Yeah.
I'm
You're
ready
good?
to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you head out. You leave that dingy ass tavern. So the walls in this place are like they're pretty heavily packed dirt. There's some iron support beams. Like think of it like a mine shaft, except a little bit more high tech. there are little like boxes set in at various intervals down this corridor that are sort of like you feel lighter when you pass through it. You think that it might be holding up a lot of the earth under this planet. On this planet. So a lot of the ground's being held up by like anti-grav, you think.
Okay.
So you continue down this hallway, passing by like several Kaltorans who sort of give you like sidelong glances and sort of sneers. In particular, the corporate, like they actually like properly harass you as you go by.
Oh, fuck off.
they say like as they pass by, they're like, "What you? I can't give any kind of like variation." They're like, "What did your daddy pay you to try and hire this ship? Like, going to the spaceport, are you? I suggest that you keep out of any of our way. Stuff like that. General like, how do I even describe this? They don't like you. That's the simplest I can put it. So you get to the spaceport. There are several ships like parked in this area, like just sort of preparing to take off. There are 3 of them. Each of them have a pilot out front, sort of looking for people. He never actually told you which ship was yours.
Oh, fuck.
Paul looks over
Mhm.
and looks over for the ship that looks the most like junk.
Okay. Roll 3d6 plus intelligence.
The shittiest shit.
Oh, actually, no. Roll a 3d6 plus perception.
Okay.
I'm
Simple enough.
hearing some echo.
Yeah, I'm getting that too. This is weird. I haven't DM'd for people in a long time. This is just me being like really hyped.
17.
17? Okay. There is a size 3 junker, like, sort of just sitting there in the corner. Like, there's a Kaltoran just sort of sitting there watching you, like, with his arms crossed and sort of his goggles, like, over his head, like, dirt smearing most of his clothing. Just sort of watching you. He doesn't actually make any moves to go and say hello, but he just sort of sits there next to this massive falling apart junker of a ship. The ship itself is relatively simple. You think that it might be a transport ship or a modified like drop ship. So something that would be like a troop transport. Nothing huge though. It's just like it's just simple, falling apart, dirty, like wreck. That's all you basically see.
I immediately walk over to that one and ask, were you hired by blank, whoever the name of the corporate guy was? Because I don't think
Mr.
we ever
Simmons.
got it.
Okay.
Yeah, Simmons.
Ask if we were if you were hired by Mr. Simmons.
He looks at you. Which one was this? This is the corporate, right?
Huh?
This is the corporate, correct?
No?
The corporate talking? No.
Yeah.
This is
I need to open up the chat.
Twipar.
Okay, sorry. I don't have the chat open, so I'm like trying to differentiate my voice. Okay. So he looks at you. He looks back at the corporate. He looks back at you. He looks at his ship. He's silent for a couple seconds. He looks back at you. He says, "Now who the fuck do you think you're supposed to be? Mr. Simmons had me to pick up an elite crew of mercenaries, fly them to a legendary ship, salvage what's on it, and take the fuck off.
That sounds
Who
about
the
right.
hell are you?"
We're your mercenary crew.
He just like he looks sort of half incredulously at you, and he looks back at the rest of you, and he looks back at his ship, and he's like, "Okay, I want you guys to roll. Ooh, what would it be? Conversation.
Oh dear.
In particular, Grim. I want you to roll conversation for me.
What's that?
2d6 plus conversation bonus.
Yep, 3d6 plus conversation bonus. one of your primary skills under every day. Wow, okay, that's actually a failure. He looks at you. He's silent for a couple of seconds. He's like, you can't be the one. You really can't.
Hold on.
He sort of starts off to like look for security. Like he sort of pushes past you. He's like,
Can I intervene?
what? You're gonna do what?
Can I intervene
Can you...
anywhere?
Sorry, I need to turn you down.
Intervene.
Intervene. Okay, yeah. You're gonna... so you're just gonna bump up to him and sort of try talking to him? Okay.
No, I was gonna.
Remore? You're sort of slightly cutting out. My bad. Or maybe my internet.
Hunting around.
So, sorry, you cut out pretty heavily there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Hey,
What are you trying to do?
what do you mean?
No? Oh, no. No.
Hello?
Connor again.
What are you doing with your intervention? You just gonna bump
Oh,
up
just-
and
just
try to
up.
talk to him? Oh my god, this is definitely coming out. Oh, cool.
Out of this.
Grab him.
You're gonna stab him. Sorry, I need somebody to like
Plot ship.
fix this.
I swear to God, no. You guys.
This might just be
There you go.
Discord freaking out. I'm not entirely sure. It might also be my internet connection. I'm sorry about this, by the way, for anybody watching this. Like, again, this is just sort of like a complete amateur stream, so I don't have much experience with this. I think that's just my internet connection being funny. Yeah, I'm breaking up, and probably so are all you guys. Right. I'm just gonna drop and come back real quick. Leave join. I also am going to take...
Yeah, there you go. You better know.
I hate you. No.
So, right, my plan was grab him. Yeah,
Oops, sorry, my microphone was also messing up. I've changed that over to a different microphone. Jesus Christ, this is a mess.
this
So you're
is
just gonna go
totally
and grab him?
unprofessional.
That's it? Like,
Yeah, and pull out my gun
You
and
want
force
to
him
see
to the
on
ship.
that.
okay, cool, yeah. So he's gonna look at you. He's gonna like put his hands up. He's gonna be like, okay, what the fuck are you trying to do?
On the
As soon as
ship
I see
now.
this,
On the
as soon as
ship?
I see this, I wanna.
Yeah.
You wanna do what?
I'm gonna run over. I wanna try to defuse this before someone gets killed.
Okay, he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's gonna try and like struggle to break free from your grasp. I'm gonna do this. Just, oh wait, just before you get there, and then I'm also gonna add strength, so that's 16 to break free. What is your strength stat? I want you to roll 3d6 plus strength.
Paul's just shaking her head, not like, oh,
Yeah.
oh no, not again.
She's just in the back.
Oh,
Okay.
equal.
Oh, equal? Shit.
Oh, wait,
Alright.
it didn't do plus there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That
I
should
rolled
actually
16.
be 16. Yeah, it should be 16 on mine.
Okay, cool. So
You all have a strong hit, by the way.
I don't have a what?
Every time you roll a 6, you get a strong hit.
Okay, right. You can actually re-roll any one of your dice. So actually, also gonna do this. Right. Sorry, I am new to this system. Okay, so actually he fails, I believe now, because that 4 is now a 1. Remor, do you want to re-roll any of your dice because you've gotten a strong hit?
No, I'm alright.
Okay. He's gonna like try to break free, and he's just like struggling in your grasp, like totally like freaking the hell out. But he can't do anything for the moment. In terms of the corporate, what are you gonna be doing to try and defuse this?
Yeah, so I walk up after all this is happening,
Okay.
going, guys, what the fuck? Jeez, God. All right, come on, we should just go. We can explain this on the way.
You didn't believe me.
I know.
Oh, good job, I've already got him restrained.
Fair enough.
Let's just go. Simmons is gonna be pissed if we're not back in any relative time.
He's gonna sort of look at you. He's gonna like look. You can see just the hatred in his eyes as he looks at you. Like you know that the Kaltorans and the corporation are at odds with each other, and there's a lot of prejudice from the Kaltorans regarding you. But you can see a mild amount of respect in his eyes, and he's gonna like look at you. He's gonna sigh, and he's gonna be like, "Fuck, all right, well, come on, let's get on the fucking ship." And he's gonna. Okay, I'm actually gonna roll another check just in case. Are you actually gonna release him, or can I just?
Yeah.
Okay.
I shove him forward.
Okay. He's gonna get up. He's gonna sort of dust himself off. Like he's gonna get like grease on his hands as he does so, and looks at it like, "Fuck's sake!" And he's just gonna walk back over to the ship. Like he's gonna like do the thing where you would like hit a TV to like turn it on. He's gonna like smashes his hand against the side of the ship, and the loading bay slowly lowers. And he's just gonna go up there and not even speak to any of you guys. Just wander in.
Well, this looks safe.
Well, that went great.
Yeah, I was gonna say it went really well.
Better than I
Better than
expected.
last time.
Just so we're clear, every so often my character's voice dips into like
Oh.
a double up.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Just as
Weird.
like if my Farin and me are like in sync on something like that,
Okay.
which is exactly what just happened.
Alright. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if he would notice that, serious, but rest of you guys, if you want to
Probably
try and
not,
make a
but-
notice roll or something.
I mean, it's just a thing.
Okay, fair enough. Alright. So do you guys just get on the ship? You're not even gonna like bother exploring? Okay, cool. Fair enough.
I walk onto the ship, and the first place I go is immediately to the pilot, to the cockpit.
So, okay, the cockpit itself. This is literally a troop transport. Like this is what you would have seen in the old war, just to transport people and drop them onto a planet's surface. So it's literally like one major like loading bay, right? As if it's like a truck, right? Except there's like hover pads underneath it and all that is sort of lifted off the ground. So there's like a flat space with like straps for military, like strapping yourself in, if you know, like in movies where they're on like big planes, how they strap themselves in and just sort of wait there. There are those like lining the walls, and there's just a door. So this cockpit is literally just like, it's a tiny room with a glass window that goes all the way around, like a proper bubble. We're talking like World War II, like bomber glass bubble with the turrets on it. And that's about it. There's like a couple controls. There's a like a wheel and like some other like foot pads and stuff. Even with even after a couple thousand years have passed, there's still like pretty mono technology even now in the Kaltoran space and just anywhere else in the Empire really. It's only been about 100 years since you guys came back into space, so. Anyway, it's a very simple, very barren, Delarict sort of control panel. You think it might get you into like low orbit, and if he pushes it, he might be able to get a couple clicks away. Like, he might have enough for one jump.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Alright.
Sorry, good things are going on, and finding out that there's a place that was supposed to move into another place locally isn't, because their building lit on fire.
Oh, yeah? That's not
Ooh.
good. You okay?
That's
Yeah. No, it's fine. I just, I was wondering why there was a large amount of smoke and fire coming from a building that I drove past a while ago. Now I know.
Yeah, that can't be good.
Like
Alright.
a day or two out.
Yeah, that's not good in the slightest. Remore, you can always just like right click on him and click on the user's volume
Yeah,
and move that up to
he's on
200.
max for me.
Yeah, I'm max.
That's what I'm saying. He's on max. It's weird.
Okay, fair enough. Oh boy. Alright. I've just found a particular thing with this mission. Right. Okay, this is bad.
Oh,
So,
What's going on? Can I see the coordinates?
yep, you insert the coordinates, and this is where things get fun. The coordinates flash on your screen. And the screen's blue at first, like a standard like hologram sort of display shows up in front of you, and then it flashes red, and then it starts to like fade and fuzz and like blur, and there's like a weird high pitched like dial up sort of noise, and a piece of the map is now missing.
oh, correct.
Because of fucking courses.
And
I'm gonna try to...
Wait, one more thing. There is a skull that appears on the screen with a countdown timer.
No.
You have 2 days
Okay.
before the entire coordinate system for this entire ship deletes itself.
Gotcha.
Is there nothing engineering can do?
Nope. There's literally nothing that you can do with this. It is a remote hack.
Oh, frick.
This is from another. This is probably from another planetary system outside of this one. Like this is some advanced shit for what you're going with. You're thinking it might be Nephilim, if anything. Like this is
Wait,
some
Nephilim?
high level. This is some high level technology. Yeah.
Oh, it's my guys. Okay, that's fine then.
The first thing I do is I stare at the screen. I stare at the screen
Okay.
and make a note of the star charts.
Okay.
Make a note of the star charts. Noticing where the section is missing.
Okay. So I'll pull this up on the actual Roll20 page, because this is a sector map for the Herbraxis sector. On this map, I'm gonna say that the area where... Okay, this is taking a second to move.
Drop it in, and then you can like draw around it.
Oh, I can drop it in properly. Interesting. Okay. Oof, I can't actually delete this. God damn it. Escape that. Sorry, give me a second. So right around where Haven is, up until about the like reflective surface on that screen, there is a portion of that missing. So it's like 2 or 3 sectors wide, but there's a countdown timer where it might grow. If you get lost on this mission...
In the top right corner.
Okay, yep. Did that actually work? Okay, cool, yeah. I'm genuinely having trouble with this. Like, this computer is lagging a little. I'm gonna cancel that.
Where you are.
Just gonna do that.
Yeah, basically, I'm not even going to try with this. There's a portion of the sector map missing that's about 2 or 3 hexes wide. And it covers right around where Haven is. I've given you all a copy of that map.
Right around where
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's nothing huge in the slightest. It's just like a simple little portion of map that's missing. But that countdown timer's not good.
Okay.
Well, let's get on with it then.
Can I?
Oh,
we have the coordinates.
Yep, you still have the coordinates. Those haven't disappeared.
All right. I'm gonna try and navigate towards where we're supposed to go.
Okay. So at that point, I'm gonna pull a page from Silent Osiris and say that time passes. So over the course of this, close to 2 days go by. When those 2 days elapse, there is another 2 or 3 hexes that disappear. These aren't big. Like, these are by no means in any way anything useful. But now, where the sector map is... Okay, that actually just straight up opens. I need to pull this up on my desktop, I think, in order to move this in. So, right where Haven is, there is now a larger tear. We're talking 7 or 8 hexes now. Enough that it's starting to become a worry, but not really enough to be in any way a major issue. So, as you go, right around here is now gone. And you have gone from right around where... Actually, I'd say you probably went from Haven. So you probably went all the way over to here. So it's not very far out, actually. It's a relatively decent distance, but this takes.
You see what it says, right? 6 days travel per hex.
Oh shit! Seriously. Oh shit.
I mean, we can be making this up as we go along.
Yeah.
Rules are just guidelines.
Rules are basically just guidelines. I'm gonna say, in that case, it takes you about a week of just straight moving, maybe a day a hex. So it takes you a couple days either way, or even a couple of weeks.
The ship transport engine is just weirdly efficient in that way, and just gets us there
a lot quicker
in half the time. But it takes most of it for it to charge.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that actually in the course of that, you lose about half of your fuel. You only have enough for really like one more jump back.
Okay.
And like that's giving it generously. Like you might get stranded in interstellar space at this rate.
I need to navigate. Should I roll for something?
Navigation? No, I'd say that with just the straight up. I opened up a different page. I think that with that level of navigation, I'd say that...
what do you need me to roll for?
I don't think you do. I think that just with, like, the coordinates, you can get there easily. Because you've already got, like, star charts and coordinates and, like, X and Y coordinates relatively already there. So it's just as simple a matter as just moving a couple hexes. Okay, so I'd say that at this point you can get into the ship.
So do I not need to roll for something?
You don't need to roll. This is just a straight up moving there. Okay. So, right. I didn't even actually mention any proper stuff here. Like this I'm actually just going off of a sample adventure here, but it's not actually at all what I thought it was. I didn't even know they actually offered payment or anything else. Also, I suppose if I can retcon something, there are other corporations sending out their own salvaging teams. He's the first to put a team into action, but the others might not be very far behind, by the way. So there are other teams on this other than just you guys. There are like 3 or 4 other people sending crews. So you guys need to be quick, in essence. So, as you approach the Carthage, I'm just going to put up some audio. So, you approach the Carthage. Space is very, very quiet, usually, right? This is no exception, except usually you would hear the sound of engines going, or something from a ship that's in relative stasis. There is nothing from this thing. It is a hollowed husk. It is an enormous ship, though. We're talking like it's a class 5 or a class 6 vessel. Something that would take crews of people with multiple different people like under them to run. This vessel is at least 80 meters long and at least 20 meters tall. It's enormous. When you approach the ship, nothing happens. Normally, it would either fire on them or try to communicate something. It doesn't do much. It is emitting a slight, faint SOS beacon. Do you want to scan it? Do you want to do anything to this thing? You're just sort of sitting in space right next to it.
Yeah. Scan the SOS beacon.
I want you to make a 3d6 plus mechanics. Or electronics. Either one. Whichever one you're better with.
Okay.
Finally back on track with the sheet. Right. Okay.
So if it's just... Yeah, so it's just a +1.
Yep. Simple +1. Remote typing. What are we looking at?
Sorry, I had to reboot roll 20.
9.
Oh,
okay,
God.
you succeed. You do succeed. Do you want to re-roll any of those dice? Because you've gotten you got a powerful hit. So roll 1 more d6. They'll replace your natural 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 11 now. That is actually a great success, I believe. So as you sort of go over to whatever control panels on this ship, and your fingers like fly across the keys. You break into like the ship's inner comms and all the other systems on this thing, and it's weird. This ship is like pretty normal, but it has very limited power, and its atmosphere generators are functioning. There are 2 airlocks that they can actually attach to, both leading to level 1 of the ship. Which is weird, because with a broken derelict ship, its atmosphere generators should be offline. It should have basically no power. It should be just floating in space. It should be completely dead.
Can I check if the security systems are still online?
They are offline.
Thank God.
For now.
For now.
For now, great.
Yep. So...
It's just I've got stealth abilities, so...
Yep.
I doubt it'd be good if they were still on.
In terms of getting to level 1, you guys would need to take a ship. Like, you need to actually properly take a ship. You would need to, like, move up to the ship, and you would need to access the airlock and get in through there. You don't know what would be behind any of those doors.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Can I do the flying bit to get us to the airlock?
Sure. Make me
Okay, I'm gonna grab my gear.
Oh, sorry, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna grab all my gear.
Okay, you've got all your equipment. I assume
Have
the
you
rest of you
gained
do
it?
too?
Well, yeah.
I don't carry much on me, and the only thing I have is my ion rifle, and that's what usually stays with me.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, so in terms of the piloting, I want you to make an operations roll. So 3d6 plus operations.
Who, me?
Is it operations or is it command?
I'll say operations for this one because you're actually piloting the ship rather than commanding people to move the ship.
It doesn't really matter because they're both the same, but...
Yeah. Okay. Cool. 12. Reroll that one if you want.
Sure.
Yep. Cool. It's hard. Cool. So that is a 15. That is a great success. You pilot the ship deftly. Your hands fly across the console. The ship itself, it's a clunky ass thing. You've been spending several days in this thing, and it's boring and just dingy and gross.
It's an easy fly.
Oh
it's
yeah,
not like
easily.
It's not like I'm flying something that's Nephilim or
No.
Nephilim or Flyling are made.
Oh, absolutely not. It's just like a simple flight. You make this thing look like a goddamn butterfly versus a bumblebee in terms of actual agility. And you just sort of lock it into place. You have docked with the Carthage.
Over these like any loudspeakers that permeate into the cabin. All right, everyone. It's like we're all docked and ready to go. Like I'll throw the ship into standby and we'll run out.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna leave the ship. Pulling out my Pilgrim launcher.
Sirius, as you guys leave, is gonna get up and follow after you. He's been gone from the ship, or like he's been gone somewhere for a little bit. You think he might have been in the bathroom or something, but he has on a technical outfit, so like a technician's kit. Like he has several belts and pouches filled with tools. He's got an SMG slung across his shoulder, and he's got a couple med sprays on his belt. And he looks at you, he's like, I'll come with you.
All right,
You're
then.
gonna need a hacker.
All right.
Alright, let's get going. It'll jump off. Right, are the rest of you guys going?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'll follow
grab,
behind my Pilgrim launcher.
Cool.
grab.
Bolt slightly skips off.
Okay. Interesting. Right.
And slings her pulse rifle around to her.
Alright. Bit strange, but okay. So, level 1 has power. It's not steady at all. When you open up that door, the lights turn on, and then they flicker, and several bulbs in the room explode, and showers of light fall from the ceiling. There is exposed wiring, which is like sparking and making really not good noises. You don't think that should probably be happening to any of you have engineering, or just like anything in general.
I have electronics and mechanics.
Electronics / mechanics roll? Sure. I don't know if that does anything. You know what?
Lights or electronics.
Yeah. There's nothing going on. Like literally, it's just the bulbs are blown out. It's not in good place. So swapping over to this
Wonderful.
now. Okay. So fuse boxes on the wall spark, and some loose wires hang down from the ceiling, sparking as they touch metal. The setting is that of a horror film, dark and cold. When the lights flicker off, the PCs have to rely on their flashlights and sensors. So when the darkness comes, you guys can't see. You guys have to have like something with a flashlight on it. I assume that your contact, Mr. Simmons, probably gave you some kind of flashlight, but
I am my own flashlight.
I have an inbuilt one. So
okay, fair enough. So you do have lights. Good. That's gonna be
Oh,
very
wait, no.
useful.
Never mind. I'm not my own flashlight,
Oh.
but I will be at one point.
Rip. Okay. So as you guys get into the airlock, you depressurize and you enter into the main foyer. As a medical ship processing refugees, the foyer was surprisingly well decorated, as the white, sterile feel of a hospital. 4 large marble columns decorate the room. It would have once been a welcoming place, but now the pillars are crumbling and the walls are dotted with high-caliber bullet holes. I want one of you guys to make an awareness check for me. Preferably the, whoever has the highest perception check. Stat.
I have
Probably me.
awareness.
Sorry. Who has the highest?
I have 3 perception.
3 perception. Okay.
4.
4?
All right.
After you then.
Cool. Okay, whoever has above 3, I want you to make me a 3d6 plus awareness.
Is it plus your perception or plus your...
Plus
is
just
it perception?
awareness.
Plus
Yeah.
awareness.
I was trying to find out a way to do like passive perception as sort of thing, like trying to see whoever would actually be perceptive enough to see it. Right. Okay. Remor, you're rolling 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 3d6 plus your awareness roll. This is good. This is very good. Oh my, this is very good. Okay. Both of you.
Strong hits to hold.
Alright. Both of you, you look at these bullets, you look at the holes, you look at the surrounding room. There is something weird about this. It didn't come from the north, east, west, south. It came from down a hallway. It looks like these are the kind of caliber bullets that might be from a turret.
Uh-oh. I'm going to take
So
cover
this is-
behind a pillar of something solid.
Yep. Okay.
I take cover behind something that I can duck underneath.
Okay. This is down a hallway, by the way. They don't actually have like anything going on in this room itself, but there's a hallway leading
I'm
off
not
that
taking
has.
chances.
Sorry, what did you say?
I'm not taking any chances.
You're not taking any chances? Okay. You sit there.
I'm taking cover.
You sit there.
You said the systems were off, right?
Yeah. Most of the security systems are off. There are a couple things, security stuff. There are some like assault stuff that's still on, but other than that, everything else is off.
Okay, so
You sit there, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, nothing happens.
can I tell one of the others to walk down the corridor?
Okay, you walk down the corridor.
Well, no, not me.
oh.
I'm going to order one of them to do it.
Okay.
Me, I'm going down there.
Not me.
I was gonna say. Okay.
I'm not going down there.
Yeah, because I have the command.
Encounter. Where is the encounter page? Where is the encounter? Okay, so which one of you guys are going in there?
So can I command the hacker to go down the corridor?
All right. The hacker looks at you, spits in your general direction on the ground. Of course, doesn't actually spit in your face. He sighs. He whips out his SMG, and he's going to combat roll into the corridor. So I am going to make a couple rolls. God damn it, dude! Why would you do this? Why would you do this to the poor fucking engineer who got paid to do this? Right.
Did you
already
kill
got
Corin?
We haven't
I
been
don't
paid
like
yet. He already got paid.
I don't actually remember much about how to roll to attack, so I'm just gonna go via this. 11 versus 12. Okay, so as he rolls into the corridor, there is a rapid burst of bullets that fly through the corridor past him. He ducks and rolls and comes up just behind it. He takes a shot. I'm gonna roll 3d6 again. 8 versus 12. He hits the thing, and he does exactly 4 damage. I'm gonna choose that he would probably do... Wait, no. Yeah, he does 4 damage. He doesn't crit anything, so that does... Okay, that does 3 damage versus his armor. Versus defense, that's 8. Cool. So he looks at you like, I did it! I got it! Or like, I did it! I got it! This thing's down. And then another bullet like flies by, and he like ducks into cover around the corner. There's like a little pocket on the other side of the wall, so he just hides there.
Do you have sight on it?
I do. It's pretty big. It's got a big range of fire.
Oh.
I'm gonna pop around, and fire my gun at it.
Okay. Roll me 3d6 just so I can determine which one hits. I'll roll 3d6 too. Just because I don't know how the actual fighting in this game works, I'm just gonna roll like 2 3d6 and see who rolls higher to see if it hits or misses. So give me a straight roll.
Or what?
Just a straight roll to see if you can hit it.
Like straight perception roll?
No, just a straight roll. Like just roll 3d6 versus my 3d6 and see if you hit it properly. Okay, you definitely hit it. You want to re-roll one of those?
I'm gonna use Spartan's Whisper and just add 2.
Okay, so 16. Okay, so that definitely hits. How much damage does it do?
Hold on.
Only does 1 damage? Alright, so as you duck into the corridor, you see a massive, like... Actually, do I have another D6?
In damage.
It only does
Like,
1 damage?
the in damage is 3.
And damage is 3, okay. So that does 3 damage. Let me see if I can pull something out of here in terms of actual fighting audio. Let's try that.
Make the attack roll.
As you run to the corridor, there is a like doorway just down the way that has been blown off its... Oh, sorry, what?
I was able to hit it, right?
Yeah, you were definitely able to hit it.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Then I still did critical damage to it.
Oh, you definitely did critical damage? Okay, how much does that do?
Well, like, the damage, like, if I could get a crit on a 5 or 6 on an attack roll with my gun,
yeah,
it crits.
Okay, how much does that add on to it then?
That's a good question.
Just need to have something slightly lower to try and figure this out.
Oh, it has crit damage on it.
Oh.
Hold on. Crit damage is 4.
Okay. So, holy shit. Okay, so you roll into the corridor. There is a... Like, you barely catch sight of this before anything goes on. There is a door down the hallway that is blown off its hinges with little divots in the wall that lead to it. This massive auto turret is sitting there, like, revved up with this big glowing beady red eye on you. And it whirs up as if to fire at you. And you duck and roll and fire at it, and you hit it clean in the eye and just blow the thing to pieces. So there's a light explosion, there's like fire and little bits of rubble that fall everywhere, and we're good. That turret's down.
Oh, that turret, there's more. Great.
Yeah. Went a little bit better than I would have expected. Right.
Here's me just cowering behind the post still.
For fuck's sake.
Like,
The smart one.
Paul stands up and is just like, it's like, I knew that would work. Like, looks up and to the right and goes, I knew that would work.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, interesting. Right. So, once you guys are free to explore the room, there are piles of dead bodies. They're lined up in heaps, like they were scrambling over each other to escape something. When the Legion dropship entered the hangar, they began to fire upon the Kaltorians in the foyer. Probably. So the Kaltorians themselves were not in a good place. They were trying to escape this Legion execution crew, and they got completely wiped out. There must be like 30 or 40 bodies here.
Can we search the bodies for anything useful?
There's nothing useful in the bodies themselves, but if you want to actually search the room, are you actually going to like search the room itself or just the bodies?
I'm just looking for like a high-ranking officer or someone that might have access to the ship.
There aren't anybody that way. It's mostly just medical people. Like it's sort of like patients who would have been working there. Or like sick people, or like people who have been put in solitary confinement, any of that kind of stuff.
Right.
Are you gonna do anything else with this room?
I'll just check the room, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, there is boxes of stuff, like huge crates, wooden boxes around one corner of the room. And it's interesting. You think that you recognize these. I want you to make a biotech roll.
Biotech roll, okay. So that's
Biotech,
3d6?
yep. 3d6 plus your biotech.
I'm good at biotech.
Okay, sure, make that one too then, in that case. Anyone who's experienced with biotechnology.
I think it,
10 and a 14. Sorry, just 10? Did any of you guys roll other than that? Okay, yeah, 10 and a 12. Okay. The boxes themselves are full of rejuvenator vials. So they're actually able to regrow lost limbs. Like, from
I'm glad to meet you at that.
They're really useful in terms of actual, like, properties. The fact that the hangar contains so many boxes is suspicious. It implies that they might have been experimenting on the people in question.
that's fine.
There are hundreds of these things. How many do you guys want to take?
Can we just like mark them for collection away out?
You want to do what?
Like mark them for collection because they're near the entrance to our ship, taking back the big one.
Sure,
We
sure.
can just mark them for collection.
Just feel free to mark it on a map. If you've got it like a general drawing of how this ship looks right now, feel free to mark it on there. I'm actually gonna keep track of this with an actual general. Well, I already have a map, but it would be nice to at least be able to follow along with what the PCs are doing. So in terms of airlock, right here, big room here. Right. So from here, there are a couple more rooms in this area. There's, like, I don't know. Where is the foyer? There's a room where the turret was, and that's got like that. That area itself is actually where the Legion dropship is. Now that you look at it a little bit more carefully, like the dropship itself is closed up. It's dark, but it seems to still be intact. There's some smaller rooms branching off, and then there's like a hallway that's really big and open, leading to another door.
Right. So can we check out the dropship?
Okay, cool. You look inside the dropship. I need to look something up for you. Where is this? Hangar and dropship. Okay, so you've already seen all those boxes of vials. However, inside of that dropship, it is actually small enough to dock inside of the hangar, preferably probably under the guise of delivering supplies. As soon as they landed, they would have unloaded their Legion strike force directly into the foyer. The lack of bullet holes and dead Legion showed they had little resistance. There is a map on this ship, in the dropship. I don't know where the actual map is. I need to actually take a photo of this and send it to you guys. Because I literally can't do that otherwise. Yep. Should I give you the entire thing, like, with the full-on DM notes? Or should I just give you guys the basic one? I don't know. I should probably do that. Give me a minute to open up Bandicam. Getting this. Oh, nope, never mind. That's bad. Okay, shit. Minimize that. Oh, nope. Top. That is my desktop. Oops. I gotta try and move that much smaller. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Where is this? Bottom here. Smaller. Okay. So that's not quite it. So I need to move it down a little bit more. Move it over here. Move it like this. Jesus, this is a really complicated thing to do. Okay. Take a photo and upload. Okay. So this, I'm just going to move out of the way. I'm going to straight up delete it, actually, probably. Or just move it. Cool. That's a thing. Yep. Just delete. And this is what you find. I'm going to upload the file. So you guys are currently... Okay, I need to zoom in on this. You guys are currently right about here. You have rooms. This is the foyer where you got in. This is where your drop ship is. On that, you don't have anything else.
You're breaking up on me.
Okay. Ship. Cool. Sorry. Are you guys good? Can you guys still hear me? Hello? Crap. Okay. I'm gonna leave and rejoin. Turn this back on.
Are you alive?
Yeah, I am now. Oh, shoot. Is this still not working?
It's working better now.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, are we good now? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
We're good? Okay, we're good. Cool. So, this is the map. This is what you guys have got. You've got area where the ship is, area where the map is, all the vials, and the foyer. You guys are currently, if I can draw your tokens now, right about, okay, I need to minimize this, minimize that. You are here, just so that I can drop a couple of small ones in here. Okay, that's where you are. That's where you are. Because I didn't get Remor's character, really. I just sort of left him out, but that's where you guys are right now. Very small people. so that's basically it. You've got several other locations that you can go to. Are you going to go anywhere in particular first?
I'm checking out the dropship, I believe.
Yep. So, right, I forgot. I made a character token specifically for Remore that has no purpose. Right. Need to move that right there. There you go, that's you. Yep. Tiny player token. Screw it. I can't make it any smaller. Rip. Right, I actually can't edit that, so that's where you are. Where are you guys gonna be going?
Drop shit.
Yep.
Where do I want to go?
I'm gonna go into the map room and take a look at the star maps.
So there's nothing actually else inside of this dropship that's in any way interesting. There's like an empty room. Like, you think that literally all that would have been in there was the hologram that you've just downloaded onto your datapad and the Legion themselves. There was nothing else in there. There was a cockpit, maybe a couple like dice, but other than that, nothing.
So if dropship's here, then where are the Legion troops?
Well, that's a good point, isn't it?
That's the good. Yeah.
So can I check if this dropship's in full working order?
Let me check. It literally doesn't even say. So I'm gonna say the dropship itself is like, it's in working order, but it has no fuel whatsoever.
Right. It's a hangar,
It's better than the one you came in on, though. It is actually probably able to get you back with that amount of fuel that you guys have right now. If you want to like swap all your stuff over to that.
Yeah.
And there's an actual like separate room for like a bathroom and a bunch of other smaller stuff.
Yeah,
so
I'm good.
Like, okay.
I'm good. Do that.
Okay, so that's now your main drop ship.
Excellent.
So I'm just gonna move this word over here. Ship. Over here now. Yep, we're good. Right. So that's that. Where are you guys moving now?
Just searching the hangar for like fuel and kind of repair stuff.
There's literally nothing there. There is just the ship.
Great. So I guess we're going the other room.
Yep.
What else have we got?
Hell, I might even want to actually make this a little bit bigger, because this is a bit like, this is a lot larger than I'm letting on. There you go.
That's better.
That's you, that's the foyer, that's you. Cool, that's slightly better. Also, that red light is where the turret's range was, so there's nothing there. It's just like a turret icon.
Can I go take a look at the turret?
The turret itself is smashed to pieces. There's basically nothing useful in it.
Basically.
There's like a couple mechanical parts. I could give you like an extra spare time point if you really want to like salvage it after you're done with all of this.
Sure, why not?
Or like an extra point of resources if you want to spend like a full day doing stuff. So you're just gonna like load all that cargo in there? Cool. Oh shoot, this is actually offline. Weird. It stopped displaying my computer. That's a bit strange. I'm just gonna turn that off and turn that back on. Nope, I need to create new display capture. Rip. Yeah, it literally won't even capture, so that's not good. Okay. In that case, I'll move everything over. Give me 5 seconds, guys. that, and move that over there. And then I'll move this page over here, which means that I need to move into this, and I need to move my display capture back over to display 0. Okay, we're good. Huzzah! I've done it. I don't know what it is, but I did it. Right. Okay. So what are you guys gonna be doing? Where are you exploring? I need like an actual split-second decision here.
Right, okay, so we'll progress to the foyer.
Okay, so you move back to the foyer. Nothing's different here. It's just the standard, same as usual stuff. There is the couple doors off to the off to the north from where you came in, and there is a door off to the east from where you came in.
I fell up behind him, rifle drawn and ready.
Okay. There's some slight... there's, like... nothing really huge going on in this room, but the lights flicker again. Plunges everything into darkness for a split second, and then it all comes back on again. Some sparks come from a nearby light bulb, like an explosion from one of the fuse boxes as it blows out.
Wonderful.
Indeed.
Seems to be a corridor in front of us.
There is indeed a corridor in front of you.
What, the rooms are off the fire, or is that it?
Yep, just sort of connected by doors. As you can see by the map right in front of you.
So what are these things here then?
Click and hold on any area if you want to actually mark like a proper location. Right?
Oh, like this.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I thought that.
So you don't know. They're just that's all that's on the map. It's not marked.
Right.
Well, they're marked for me, but of course I can't tell you that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, should we search them, guys?
Might as well.
Okay, who's going where? I just need to make sure I know what's going on.
Yeah. Who's searching the rooms? Because I'm not.
This room is gonna stay out in the foyer. God damn it, this tiny shitty mini. Alright.
Just like made a green avatar. It'll work.
Yeah, fair enough.
A short green avatar.
Basically. So who's going where? Come on, guys.
We're all in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're all
You
in
there. You there. You go there.
Has anybody gone check the next room up or no?
Anybody want to check the next room up?
Which room? This room up here.
Do we want to check that first, or do we want to check the side rooms first?
I'd say do the side rooms first, like these bits here.
Cool. I'm fun to let you guys strategize. This is cool.
How about you two each take one of these side rooms, and I'll cover you from over here.
Right.
Hitler.
Yeah. My +1
Fine.
cover.
Oh no.
What?
Oh. Sorry, I just found something really fun that I could do to you guys if I really wanted to.
But do you?
I really do, but I'm not gonna do it unless you guys do it to yourselves. So, alright.
That makes.
So you guys go over to the rooms off to the side then? Here and
Yeah,
here?
I'll go hide behind the post and activate my invisibility.
Okay, fair enough. So you do that. You're now invisible. So I'm gonna mark that as that. Cool.
Okay.
So you guys go into the bathrooms.
Bathrooms. Oh, great.
So, haha, this is fun.
Oh.
So, the one that Grim goes into, it actually isn't filled with anything. It's just a bathroom. There's nothing in it. You see some toilet paper if you want to take that for whatever ungodly reason. Slightly more unfortunately for the corporate, as you walk into the room, it is packed with dead bodies.
Oh, lovely.
They tried to take refuge in the bathroom to hide from the assault, but they were torn apart. The room itself is riddled with bullet holes, and they were all shredded from the outside. There were some signs of fragmentation and explosive damage as well. Someone rolled grenades in.
Grenades, gunfire. Is there anything that I can see that's worth salvaging?
Absolutely nothing.
All right. Well, that was fun.
Just some poor dead hostages.
What a shame.
So you guys go back into the foyer. Remor isn't there.
That's a problem.
Where'd you go? Come on. Don't get all day.
This is great. I like this. I like being Game Master. This is fun. Alright.
I'm just gonna stay silent.
Okay. He doesn't respond.
Fuck's sake. Well, he's dead.
Okay. Yep. Are you guys gonna do anything?
Guess we might as well
Right.
head up into the next room since our companion's obviously dead.
Okay. Cool. So you
There's
head up,
obviously no chance.
and this area. Ooh boy. Okay. Here's the fun part. So as you progress into the corridor, the only way to progress further into the ship is through the decontamination corridor. The long hallway was once used to process refugees who were boarding the ship. It's a non-functional conveyor belt stretches down the hallway, once used to force the refugees down the line, where robotic arms would undress, delouse, vaccinate, and take samples of their blood. Then they would receive... I can't say that. The hallway is lined on both sides with hidden one-way mirrors. The mirrors are bulletproof. I'd say... Okay, wow, I shouldn't have said that, but... I just say that probably the Tweefar, with her psionic abilities, can see that they're one-way mirrors.
Okay.
What you guys gonna do? 'Cause I'm over here watching, waiting.
For all we know, you're dead. And we're gonna keep it that way.
Exactly.
I mean, corpse can't get a cut now, can it?
Neither can you, though, if you die.
Well, yeah, that's how it works. So I guess just keep going in the room.
Who in particular is going in?
Not you, evidently.
Before I go any further, who is going in the room?
This guy. It's in the car.
I'm just gonna wait back here for a minute.
Okay. So
Oh,
the
wait.
corporate goes in, then, I'd assume. Since he suggested going
I've got
in.
something. I've got something for this.
Oh,
So I want to do something real quick.
okay.
I've got my bag with me.
Okay.
It's rather large.
Yep.
I'm gonna open it up,
Yep.
and inside you've got the sterile and hopefully safe unassembled pieces
What's that,
of
guys?
Okay.
combat flesh.
Okay, cool. Yep.
So
Finally. We have a good one.
yeah, took me a bit to get to that.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm gonna get my combat flesh up and run. We'll send him in.
Okay, cool.
It
So
it.
it goes in what are the stats for your combat flash? I'd like you to DM it to me.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Just send me
because
the
it's on the
stats.
it's on the sheet.
All right, I'll need to pull that up then. I need to try and find where the hell it is. Let me see. Fragged Empire.
Trying to pull it up.
Core rulebook. Cool, that's the core rulebook open.
I've got here. I'm just.
In particular, I want to know just some basic stuff. So, Control F, combat flesh.
Does that image come out well that I sent you?
Give me a second. I need to make sure.
Oh gosh, that's tiny. It's tiny on my screen. I can fix that.
That's actually fine, I think. Pretty much. Let me check that.
I know.
Right. I can do that easily. Alright. So, bad things are about to happen to this poor combat flesh. So, as the combat flesh walks into the corridor, there is a whirring sound.
The what?
There is a whirring sound
Combat
from down
what?
the corridor, and large robotic arms start reaching at it from all around it. I'd like you to make a physical reflex save. I want you to make a physical check of 12 or better for your combat flash.
What's the difference down the corridor? Missed that.
I sent down. I have my pride and joy, my one singular combat flesh. All right, so just 3d6.
3d6. I want a 12 or better.
Woo!
Dude, okay, that's good. That's real good. Because that would have been real bad. Needles sprout from the arms and start trying to jab at it, and it like starts deftly ducking and dodging out of the way, like rolling on the ground and coming up and like hitting a couple of the arms. I'm gonna say with 2 5s, it actually like cuts off a couple of the arms as it goes, like shoots a couple of them. One of the one-way mirrors that it shoots actually cracks and shatters, and you can see a room beyond it. And it just rolls and it keeps going and makes it to the other side.
Excellent. Now we just have to do that.
You do notice that the needles are dripping with something.
Of course they are.
Something dark green. And it hisses as it hits the ground.
That sounds dangerous. Alright, so what are we going to do now?
Any of you guys got grenades?
I have shroud grenade. Which shroud grenades were?
It'd be a hell of a time to use them.
Can I stealth down this corridor and not trigger them?
You don't know.
That's the...
You need to be...
I don't know.
You can certainly try.
Helpful.
What are you doing?
I'm going to lob a shroud grenade down there.
You're going to throw a shard grenade. Okay.
Shroud. No, shroud
grenade. Okay. So the shroud grenade goes off, and the machines, like, start whirring as if they're starting up. Like, you notice that the first time that this happened, it also worried a couple times and took, like, a couple seconds for them to start up. And the shroud grenade goes off, and every single arm in the room starts, like, glitching out and, like, spazzing wildly. And they start, like, smashing themselves into the walls and the floor and just acting really erratically, but they don't do anything. And a lot of them are still fine. We're talking, like, 86% of them.
Well, now they're on, they're angry, and...
They turn off.
Okay.
They power off.
So there's a bit of a delay.
Yep.
Can I try and stealth down this corridor?
Sure. Okay.
I've
So
got a
you do
plus
not
3
you do not
reflex.
roll. You fail instantly. The machines start to whir up. As you're about 3/4 of the way down the corridor, I want you to make a physical check.
Physical.
It is not 12 or better
Not-
this time. Just roll
not
me
reflex.
3d6 plus physical.
Do I not add on the reflexes?
Sure. Go for reflexes if you want. It's a physical stat. Wow,
Hey.
okay, yep, perfect. I would have given you a penalty, like a DC of 10, maybe. So the machines start up and they start jabbing towards you, and you're gone by that point. You guys, you look at Milo, you get bumped by something as you stand there. That's totally invisible.
Fuck.
And it moves into the corridor, and like to the Twyfar, it's just like the machines start warring up for no reason and attacking nothing, and then just disappear. And then just
Fucking ghosts. It's ghosts. There's ghosts
Right.
on this ship.
Let me look into something real quick because I need to know where you are. Right. So I'm gonna get back to you guys in a second. I need to talk to Remor for a quick second. So Remor.
Oh no.
Past the decontamination corridor is a small foyer where a hologram of Solaris appears on a pedestal. It looks too fake, too friendly as it processes its greeting. The hologram is barely functioning now. It flickers on and off. Pieces of Solaris disappear and glitch in different shapes, and its voice bounces between shrill to booming. The hologram mistakes them for refugees, and if you move into the next room and find their beds, they'll be rewarded with kindness. To all you guys, it's just like this hologram randomly starts up and starts yelling things. Like nothing
Telling
happened.
Gotta be fucking ghosts.
So can I roll perception on this hologram then?
Yup. Give me a roll. Just 3d6 plus maybe intelligence. And in fact, I'm also going to allow you to add on... I'd say your engineering, if you have it.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so give me 3d6 plus intelligence plus engineering.
Just as an aside, I'm enjoying how much we're just house rolling this.
Oh, this is a lot more fun than that's the way that D&D works. That's the way that most tabletop RPGs work. It's no fun if you just follow the rules word for word, right?
Yeah.
Right, Remor. This thing is glitching the fuck out. You don't know if whatever personality matrix is embedded in this thing is in any way sane anymore, and it's trying to lead you into a random room. You think that it's probably not a good idea to follow it, you know? Just casual observation-wise. It is pointing out the double doors at the other end of the hallway.
Right, so can I ignore it and try and find a way to shut off the decontamination unit?
The what?
Try and find a way to shut off the decontamination unit.
Okay. There's one door in the corridor. You notice that you remember that on the map there is a strange dotted line area that isn't really present here. There is no door to the left of you. But to the right of you there's a lot of stuff. And there's also those double doors right in front of you.
Can I roll perception on that wall then, where there should be a room?
Sure. Give me a 3d6 plus awareness. Well, actually, no. Give me a 3d6 plus perception, because that's a freaking stat.
Oh.
Like, I'm an idiot. Okay. Nice.
I'll do that again.
Yeah, please. Ten.
Oh, so
Nice.
that's the same.
Good. Well, okay. That's weird. There's nothing there, but there should be, like, a corridor there? You don't know how that could work. With a 10, it's better than a basic success, so I will say you suspect there's a secret there. You don't know of any way to get into it, though.
Can I melt it with my bill group launcher?
There is no way. The walls themselves are thick iron. It's not going to get through.
Okay, well, I'm going to go. We're going to try and explore these areas.
Whoa. There is actually a way to get through.
Is there?
Yep, give me a check. Alright, give me a second to look this up. Just because I don't want to be unfair to you. Right. I need you to make one more awareness check, because I messed up.
Okay.
So give me 3d6 plus awareness.
Yep.
Reroll that one, because you need a 6 or better to get this. Shit. Well, the wall seems solid. There shouldn't be a solid wall there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Can I touch the wall?
Your hand passes right through it.
Okay, great. I'm going to walk through it.
Okay, you walk right through. Right.
Space.
So, you are... Wow, okay. You've gotten into an area that you probably shouldn't have been in, but this is a secret diagnostic chamber. So, you've come into this hallway. There's an elevator to your left, but what is below you is what's scary. Inside this room, there is a shit ton of canisters here. There are hundreds of thousands of them, and they are covered in this green glowing writing.
Right.
I want you to make an intelligence roll. Give me more.
Is that a D3?
Well, no, 3d6. And
Yeah,
this is
3d6.
only because you are Nephilim. Any other character that saw this would not get it. This is from the old war. This is a deadly virus. Something that was supposed to be hidden away by the Nephilim a long time ago. This is called the Comoria virus. It starts out slowly. It starts out slowly. You don't realize what it does to you at first. And then with time it spreads and it infects and it slowly kills you. And then it jumps to the next host and the next. And it multiplies with time, growing and growing and growing and growing exponentially until eventually it takes over basically the entire system. You do not want to open one of those canisters.
So there's no cure for it then?
There is no available cure.
Does it affect the Nephilim?
It was created by the Nephilim as a biological weapon.
Okay, so
mainly
it
as a
doesn't
way
affect
to
them.
commit genocide on the Cjheighton.
Great, well, okay, I'm going to note that down.
Yep.
And I'm going to leave and seal this room behind me if I can.
Okay. Are you going to shoot at the room full of thousands of potentially deadly virus canisters, or are you going to do something else?
No, I'm going to try and seal this wall here off from everyone.
Okay.
Stop these guys getting in.
This is a spaceship,
'Cause I want
so what are you going to do to seal off the wall?
I assume it's going to have some emergency protocol to shut this thing down, so let's shoot this wall over here.
Okay. This is good. Okay, perfect. You shoot the wall. Which wall are you shooting exactly? Because this is great.
This one over here.
Okay. It shoots right through the wall, and suddenly air starts rushing into it, and the cabin starts to depressurize. I want you to make a physical roll to try and stop the depressurization of the entire first floor. This is great. I did not
Plus
expect
physical,
it to
isn't it?
Okay. Give me 3d6 plus, 4. Fuck it.
+4.
Just give me a 3d6 plus strength, whatever the hell you have.
Okay.
This is brilliant. Why did you try this?
Oh,
my
fuck.
god, you fail.
That's
So
the worst.
you put your hands on it, and it's still escaping from between your hands. You're running out of oxygen very quickly. I want you to make one more check, or this entire area is going to be, like, impossible to get through.
Wait, I'm biological, so that means I've got mechanical parts. There's not an emergency life support system I can activate myself.
You could technically just repair yourself, yeah. You are a Nephilim.
Yeah.
But your companions
So
would die.
it's again. That's fine by me.
Yeah, true enough. Right.
So it's the same rule again.
Same roll.
Whoop.
Whoa, way better. Okay. You remember the rejuvenation vials that you've got in your pouch, and you pull one out and smash it against the wall, and the wall starts, like, regrowing, and sort of just reseals itself. This is some potent shit. Like, it just regrew steel. Like, that's some next level shit. Right.
So this now sealed off this bit here.
Yep, you've sealed it. You've sealed it.
Great.
How many vials of rejuvenation potion do you have? Or rejuvenation vials?
I think I took 3 and left the rest.
It takes all of your rejuvenation vials, and it only really grows about halfway closed.
Fuck.
Still enough to show that you probably shouldn't go in there, though.
Right.
Like, you leave it, like, jagged and sort of, like, half closed. Like a blaster door in Halo that's, like, half closed with all the enemies behind it. You know the one. From the very first Halo game where you're escaping, like, the Forward Unto Dawn or whatever the hell.
You're escaping whatever's there?
Sorry, what?
You mean every Halo game? You mean every Halo game that involves you escaping some form of ship at some point?
Yeah, pretty much. Welcome to Halo.
Shy.
Alright, well, that's not
Sorry.
good. Twifire is gone. Oh, no, they're back.
Connor.
Yep.
Connor.
I just
Wouldn't
pressed the wrong
the
button.
corporate here have to roll as well?
Yep,
Because
he'll
they're
have
in
to roll.
direct line of.
He'll have to roll.
Yeah, we'll get stuck into this bit.
Oh, right, I forgot there was a control panel in that room.
Oh, which room? This room over here.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Oops. Too late, guys.
Yep. You've kind of fucked yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. I forgot to mention that. Right.
Can we retro that for a second?
I'm not gonna say that, no. I'm gonna say that's a done deal, because that's important shit. And you've just completely fucked it, so...
I can say it's good luck, guys.
Who here has a high intelligence stat? Like, what are your intelligence stats in total?
3.
4.
Okay. So whoever has 4 and above, you noticed, you do remember seeing that the machines only started once they were 3/4 of the way through the hall.
Okay.
Just pointing it out. You might, if you went one by one, you might be able to get through relatively quickly. And with relatively minimal damage. Or danger.
Who wants to sprint down the hallway first? Not me.
Oh shit, I forgot Sirius exists.
Oh yeah, where's the engineer?
I
I'm
vote he goes.
I'm gonna think something. He's probably gonna be like right around where the corp is. He's gonna push past me. He's gonna say, "Let me handle it," and he's gonna sprint through the field of arms. They start up. They jab at him. I'm gonna roll a 3d6, and I'm gonna see if I can make this. Oh yeah, I make it just fine. He literally jumps up, does like a tuck and a roll, and he actually like ducks underneath one of the like things as they go after him, and sort of just like rolls to safety, bumps into the invisible thing, goes back, and one tries to stab at him, and it just barely misses, so he just picks himself back up and runs forward.
If he can do it,
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine.
Oh shit! I forgot I had to make visible check at 12, but I lowered the DC gets lowered when you're 3/4 of the way through. So, right. Yeah, he succeeded by 1. Fuck. He literally succeeded by the exact rule required. That's nice. Okay, good. Good, nice. We're fine. Okay. To look back,
So,
waving forward.
shall we then?
Ladies first.
I'll fucking do it. Fine, let's go.
There's a voice that comes from down the hallway. Ladies first. But there's nobody there.
I'll
I walk up and poke my head into seeing the hallway.
Yep. There are a bunch of mechanical arms with needles on them. They start to spin up the moment that you look into the hallway. You have a couple seconds to pull your head back out.
I do so. Like I'm just looking in the hallway. I haven't popped my head into it.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you like put your head literally inside the hallway. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna poke my head in here. That's fine. No, yeah, there's just a bunch of mechanical arms and needles on them. I hope you guys realize we spent the last hour here.
Yeah, this shouldn't have been that long.
Yeah.
I make a run for it.
Okay. Make a roll. Holy shit, you just barely make it. Same thing as before. You bump into the invisible man standing in the corner. You fall back, it tries to hit you in the face, you roll to the side. You, like, help yourself up by grabbing onto the mechanical arm, which sparks and sort of shocks you a little bit, and then you just rolled back into the hallway.
What's the roll?
You have to get a 10 or better. You do 3d6. Here you go. Miss Tweefar. I want you to make a roll. 9. Shit. Right. Do you want to push? You want to?
Right.
You have an actual thing for this. You have something called fate. You can use one of your fate to re-roll your entire dice set.
Is it re-rolling all my dice or just
All
one?
of them. There you go. Fuck. Okay, so you run through. You get about 3/4 of the way through, and one of the things jabs forward, trips you. You like do like a freaking somersault in the air. You land on your back. You like get the air knocked out of you. You roll backwards as a couple of them like jab forwards past you, and you like jump up to your feet and just sprint the rest of the way through. Oh man, that was cool. That's
cool.
Damn good.
She's a little winded after this because physicality stuff is not terribly her strong suit.
Yeah, exactly.
Put me over here.
Jesus. I can't believe you failed the DC 10. Oh god. That's like what?
I mean, to be fair, if we were playing by D&D rules, and 9 would have made DC.
Yeah. See, the DC was 12, but if you get 3/4 of the way through the hallway, it says it becomes easier. So I made the DC 10.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, Remore, now that you're actually through, you notice that those needles are actually dripping with the Comoria virus.
Right. That's
So-
not good.
Just casual mention. Thought I would make that a point. Okay. So you are oh, by the way, both of you guys, you see there's like a half covered door that has like jagged pieces of metal poking out of it, like really dangerous looking. But it seems to be like originally like a secret door of some kind. There's like half a hologram showing up on the front of it.
Well, let's not go that way.
Yeah, yeah. Says the engineer. He's like, yeah, I don't really want to go. Okay. There's an elevator on the other side of the room. and there is a set of double doors in front of you. Which one do you guys go to first?
We should probably finish.
Yeah, check out this area down here.
Yeah, we should probably finish this floor before we go on up anywhere.
Okay, cool.
I'm not going in here.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you probably drop invisibility by this point, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go around this corner and drop invisibility.
Yeah.
So they don't see me doing it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, you go into this corridor. You go into this corridor. It's got more canisters. I think. Medical diagnosis room. No, actually. Nope, that's fine. This is good. Right. So, as you enter the room, this room is filled with diagnostic equipment that was used to scan the refugees as they passed through the corridor. Everything that was supposed to be done for the good of refugees was actually used to extract data from the ship's research experiments. There are big, like, flashing screens that are showing like showing like experiment like subject 1 dead, subject 2 dead, subject 3 escaped in contamination, subject 4 in contamination, subject 5 in solitary dead, right? Just all over these screens.
So can I extract this information?
Make me a programming check of 12.
Okay. So it's a roll DC3.
3d6. You have to get a 12 or
3d6.
better. Okay, I need to find something for you.
Oh, great.
Real quick. Where is the fate of control? Oh, nope, that's on roll 20. Oops. The fate of the blaze. Page 2. Right. I actually don't have an idea what this is. Hey, Grim, do you know what the Blaze family is?
The what?
The Blaze family. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right, I got it. So, right. So, Remor, you actually find a couple of files. They're old. They're very old. Like, they're from some of the very first refugees on this ship. But they are about a clan of Kaltorans called the Blaze Clan. And there were, like, 1 or 2 people. Like, I think, I'm gonna say Lucius Blaze and Alander's Blaze. There's some genetic memories on this file. That's it. That's all you know. They were among some of the refugees.
So files in the Blaze family.
You found some of the genetic memories from the Blazes. So add that to your inventory because that's actually an important item for another story hook. Cool. Okay, that's all you find here. There's just a bunch of like Kaltoran litter. Like there's like some like
down here
chip bags and like some cups and stuff. Okay, you're making your way over there, huh? Ooh, here's another one.
Yeah, deeper into it.
I'm gonna move you over here. Right. This place, there is a door. And it is sealed. Do you guys actually go over there, by the way? Like, by this point? I just think you probably would have wanted
Yeah, you
through.
guys following me.
Yeah.
Probably a matter of that. Yeah, you guys also get to see all the horror and carnage that these people have wrought. And all 3 of you guys come to a big door. It is sealed. It is, like, there's a green flashing handprint pad. Like, there's like a print pad where you just put your hand on it, scans it, and it opens. It seems to have been like hacked or breached a while ago by some of the Legion from before. So you can just like open it if you want.
Let's send the engineer first.
Okay, the engineer walks forward. He's like, Now this is some old tech. He nods to himself. He sort of mutters under his breath. I'm gonna make a programming roll, even though it's not necessary. What is his programming? Right. Cool. So his hands like fly across the keyboard. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got this, man. Don't worry about this." And the door opens. The moment that he actually touches it, he's like, so he starts to say like, "I got." Oh. The door is open. Inside of it, there is like, right. The security office is full of surveillance equipment and security computers that are all bolted down to protect themselves from a surge. It takes, well, they're unbooted, like they're not online yet. Yep. There's a security badge as well in here that allows them to take an elevator down to the second floor.
Well, okay, grab that.
Okay, you take a security badge. Write security badge floor 2 on your sheet. And those computers are still unbooted. They're seeming to be functioning, like they're whirring slowly and slightly, like as if they've got power, but they're not actually doing anything.
Let's boot up these computers then.
Give me an electronics roll.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna attempt to help here. I'm gonna say an 8 or better will give you a +1.
8 or better, great.
Yep, doesn't work. Right, so we both sort of like
Hey, you
tap
said
away
8
on this thing. Yeah, like we both sort of tap away on it. They don't actually turn on. They're like sort of fused. They're completely functioning, but there's something in like the firewall that's stopping it from booting up. It like boots into safe mode, which has like requires a password, and there's no password anywhere in this security room.
So, can I just rip open the computer and take the hard drives?
Well, okay, that's okay. You've broken a part of the campaign, but you rip open one of the computers. There are 3 of them, and you take a hard drive out.
Okay, that's my hard drive.
That's one of the 3. Yep. Any of you guys also want to take that on, because the engineer is probably going to stop you at this point.
What roll?
It's a 12 or better.
Or on what?
What, to steal a hard drive?
Computers.
Like, what, is it a skill or is it just something else?
Oh, to open up the computers?
Yeah.
No, I'd say that you need like a strength of 4 or better.
Do I need to do it?
Do you have a strength of 4 or better anymore, actually, to be...
I have a strength of 2.
Oh, okay, yeah, you don't manage it. Never mind.
Oh, great.
What are all your guys' stats?
Strength 2.
Okay.
I only have a max of 3 now.
Okay, so yeah, none of you guys actually managed to break him open. The engineer sort of looks at you guys. He sort of like shoos you away, says, "This will take a little bit of time."
Okay, we'll leave him and check through the room then.
Yep.
These ones over here.
One more go. For now. Oh, there you go. Because I need this. Good, perfect. Yeah, that's not great. Oh, I need to botch this. Okay. So you check that smaller portion then? I don't remember where that is or what that does. Oh. Okay, it's just more stuff, like more boxes, nothing huge. This is like the computers are the big things. The engineer gives like a cry of like, yeah, I got it. Okay, never mind. Wait, there was a flash of the camera on there. We might need this thing booted. Rat, go on without me. I'll see what I can do about this.
Okay.
Okay, that's all he's
Alright,
gonna say.
then. If you insist.
Okay, I'm going to chuck him a couple of like hard drive disks for him to copy information onto.
Okay. He's gonna look at the first one. He's gonna say like, all right, this is pretty old tech, but I'll do what I can. And he'll take it. He'll put the first one in his pocket and the other two in like a pocket on his actual like tactical vest. And he'll sort of nod to you and sort of shoo you away. He'll say, I'll contact you guys on your data pads when I've got this thing finished.
Nice.
If I'm
Okay,
right, this could be really useful. Right. So you guys go over to the elevator or the double door, I'm assuming?
We'll go check this area for next.
Okay. So, this is fun. Right. So Remor and
Just
the
to
other two.
clear, I know what's been going on with like, the virus, so I'm not going to go in this room yet until these two have gone in.
Okay. So you go over there. What are you guys gonna be doing?
Hmm.
Not sure.
Well,
It's for beauty.
Go in there, I think.
Yep. Okay. You go in there. Cool. Gotcha. So you go in. You open the doors, and you are greeted by the sight of like hundreds of dead bodies. Like the smell of decay and refuse greets you from every bloody corner of this room. It's a slaughterhouse. Many of them were killed right in their beds. There were injection wounds on most of them. The walls are sprayed with bullet holes, and the entire room is trashed.
The barn inside of Fall just kind of shudders.
Yeah.
And like pulls at Fall to leave the room.
Yeah. There is one man sitting inside of the kitchen, and he's a Legion soldier. He's not alive, but he's been stripped of his weapons. His armor is still there, though, and most of his other gear. The Kaltorans were able to take back at least one person. They were able to survive at least by one.
Well, considering that there's no danger around, go for one.
Yeah. As you go into the room, nothing really happens. It's a slaughterhouse. There's nothing here. There's no items, no nothing in here.
Yeah. Can
Are
I
you
check
gonna-
the Legion soldier
Okay.
equipment?
Well, the thing with the Legion soldier is it's just like he's there. He doesn't have anything really useful. It's just some general like stuff. Like he's got some like cigarettes. He's got like a flask with some vodka left in it that's like several hundred years old or like 30 or 40 years old by this point. There's like
Pretty strong.
There's like some pretty old stuff here. Nothing huge. As you look around, you get a message on your datapad. Like all three of you guys,
Okay,
all at
check
once.
the data pad. Yeah.
Right. It's the engineer. He says, it's the engineer. He says, I got it. You guys better come quick.
Oh, let's dash back up to him then.
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm just gonna say that every couple minutes that you guys were there, he would make another check. So.
I walk back out. Just.
Yeah.
Just like looking a little shell shocked.
Yeah. I'd like to think that like when you guys do get to the engineer, he's gonna look at you sort of sympathetically and be like, I know what happened to my people. I know what happened here.
I'm obviously not going to look shell shocked or not.
Yeah.
I'm a freaking assassin.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, he's gonna look at you. He's gonna say, "My apologies for making you guys search that room. I think I have something scary. He opens up the computer. On the computers are a live feed of the second floor. You'd expect it to be like a derelict by now. It is a fully functioning laboratory. It's clean, it's well kept, there are scientists moving all over the place, checking on experiments. There is a timestamp on this video, and it is actually live footage. It's not old tape.
Huh.
Great.
So there are actual people there.
So the ship's still being habitated.
Yep.
So, are you assuming these guys are going to be hostile?
Yep. Oh, well that.
Okay, then.
Okay, yeah. I'll just say that the scientist would say that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm so used to being a player. I always like make interjections at times.
Right. Okay. So, here's the plan. Go up to the second floor, sweep and clear. Leave no survivors. Anyone agree? Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So, I think that that's the end of that first map.
Oh, thank God.
You're now on a second map. However, I can't show you where it is. So, right, the elevator. Right, you guys, this room is locked behind, or the elevator itself is freaking impossible to open except via a key card. This thing is locked behind like tech that's even advanced for this period. Like it's some powerful shit. Since you have a key card though, it just beeps and you start moving up. Welcome to level 2. There's a hall. Oh. Okay, cool, yeah. Right. So as you guys go up to the second floor, you find yourselves inside the lab. There is a clean working lab. There are scientists scurrying back and forth, working on their experiments and just sort of talking. There is one particular Kaltoran scientist who's sort of just pacing back and forth down the middle of the laboratory. She walks in her strange... however, she walks in a bit of a strange manner, and her voice appears to be a little bit off. She's like, "Hi, welcome to the laboratory. We have made many advances in the use of we've made many advances in the use of and then just sort of cuts off and then welcome back to the lab. My name is Brett." Just back and forth, like sort of going.
Yeah, so animatronic. Great.
She seems almost schizophrenic.
Right.
And then she sort of suddenly recovers, and she's like, "Ah, sorry, I didn't see you there. Welcome. Sorry. My name is." She gives you a name, and it sounds pretty normal. It's like, Amelia. Sorry, I don't think that you've been here before. Welcome. So for the most part, I assume that you are visitors to this place. We are the foremost authority in the use of viruses and their vaccines. We've been developing a type of technology that can counteract some of the viruses that the Nephilim are creating. Can I get one of you guys with a psychology roll to check?
All right, I can do that.
Cool.
Sure.
She's going on and on about about all these scientific achievements and shit. I want you to re-roll that one because there's a good.
Alright.
Okay. Oh wow, yeah, that's really good. Okay, so
I'll use that strong hit to reroll
right,
it.
you failed by 1 to the corporate. Unfortunately, Fael, I'm still trying to find the right name for you. How do I pronounce your name, man? I need to know.
Fall is how I'm taking it.
Fall. Okay. Paul Salas.
Fael is fine as well, but either way, I have a 16.
16. Right. So her expressions doesn't fit her words, and she's sort of like she's sort of like off in terms of her actual like her sort of speech patterns and all the stuff about her is sort of like a little bit weird. This is not right. This is a hologram of some kind.
Kind of wave my hand through her, kind of try and touch her.
Are you seriously gonna do that?
Yes.
Alright. I need to roll up an encounter.
Let's try to see if I actually
She's
shot for one or something.
instantaneously going to drop the hologram. Actually, no. I need you guys to like. Is there anything else going on before I do this?
Yeah, because I'm just checking if she's a hologram or not.
Okay, your hand brushes against like scale. And you feel acid burning through your hand. I'm going to roll a total of... How much HP do you have? How much defense?
What?
How much is your defense?
No idea.
Right, this is going to be real painful for you, buddy. So
Probably
roll
1.
3...
I've got +1 on defense, I think.
Right. Does it beat 13? I need you to roll 3d6 for me.
Oh.
Right. She failed on... Okay, well, that's going to be...
Ooh, 17.
That's 10. Okay, so you start to feel like acid drip onto your hand. You look up at her, and she just smiles at you, and this hologram drops. So, the room itself, that I gotta try and tell you guys about, the room is dark, desolate, and looks like a crypt. Dead scientists take the place of living ones. Acid-dissolved countertops and bullet-ridden lab tables fill the room, and the Kaltoran scientist you just touched is a mutated Nephilim monster hiding beneath the projection. Right. So, this is good.
Can I try to communicate with it because it's Nephilim?
Nope.
And
It
I'm
is
Nephilim?
completely brain dead.
Great, open
It
fire.
grins at you, and it tries to spit at you an amount of synthetic poison. Since you rolled a 17, that misses, and it splats against the wall and starts hissing, burning away several bits of the metal. You're gonna make an attack roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna open fire.
Okay. Slash roll 3d6. Do this again. Right. She doesn't get very much defense.
So what pluses do I put to mine then? I'm using the local launcher.
Just roll 3d6. And then you deal the damage on that. Okay, yeah. Well, that's fun. So you look at her, you're like, oh shit, and you pull out this rocket, this rocket launcher materializes in your hands. You sight, you pull the trigger, and you like pump it, and like I kid you not, like 30 slugs of like acid burst through the front of her chest and out the back. How much damage does that do, real quick?
What, the hit?
Well, just on a hit, yeah.
On a hit, it does a +2 hit.
Oh, no. But, like, how much damage does it do? Because...
Oh, 6 damage, yeah.
6 damage?
With 2 crit damage, yeah.
She staggers back and sort of clutches at the bullet holes through her chest. You've rolled 2 crits. What do you add on to that?
So, the crit damage is 2.
So you add another 4 damage. What do you do a total?
So do I roll something here?
No, you have your base damage plus 4. What is that?
Oh, so that's 10 damage.
10 damage? Good. You literally knock her back several feet, and she stumbles, and she looks at you. She starts to drool acid, and she grins widely.
What's that? It says here strong hit.
Am I seeing this?
5 plus, like,
Yeah,
5,
you guys definitely
5,
see
6.
this.
Can I also take a shot at her?
Okay, do that.
Yeah.
All you guys get one attack on her.
Yeah, try. Can you pull up the focus launcher? Because I'm not sure what this, but it says strong hit 5/6 versus target.
Oh shit! You got. Okay, no, that's just when you roll a 5 or a 6, it crits.
Yeah.
When you roll a 5 or a 6, you get a strong hit.
Ah, right. Okay, that's all that means.
Yeah. I need to look for a pencil, like a proper one. Okay, so that's how much HP she's on. Both of you guys open fire. Roll 2 attacks.
Okay. One question.
Yep.
Do you want me to roll? Do you want me to roll with the weapon skill, or do you want me to just roll an attack roll?
Just roll an attack roll, just to hit. This is like rolling to hit in D&D. I'm gonna say.
Ooh, I did not hit.
Okay,
God.
you actually do hit. I kid you not, you actually hit.
Really?
Yep. How much damage do you do?
3 endurance.
3? What?
My damage is 3.
Okay, you do 3 damage. Cool, so that's a 20. Okay. Third guy, I assume, fires?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what about the engineer?
Right, the engineer is also going to fire then. I make one more
Oh,
attack.
and my combat, and the combat flesh.
Right, okay. This is a lot of damage. Okay. So, engineer is going to whip out his... he's going to literally yell, "Say hello to my little friend!" And he whips out an SMG and starts spraying the guy. Right. Sorry, because that's actually the name of the gun. I'm sorry, that was really bad. Slash roll 1d6, because he's always going to reroll. Okay, cool. So that's a 13 to hit. He crits once, so he does a total of 7 damage.
Alright, here, let me...
Cool.
Ooh.
You definitely hit. How much
Yeah.
damage do you do?
I just had it up, went away, hold on. It's not very much,
Yeah.
I can tell you that. It's a... Oh, I lied. It's 5.
Okay. That's it?
And then, yeah.
Cool.
And another one for the flesh.
Cool. Go ahead and make a roll.
Cool.
Wow, okay. Yep, you crit once.
So then that's gonna be another 5
Okay. 10.
with the crit.
And what's the crit damage? Oh, that's just crit? Okay.
Yeah.
So, oh my god. So you've taken out 3/4 of its health pool in one go. It just drops to its knees and retches like blood and acid. And it just like starts to burn through the floor. There's like a heavy amount of like pained like wheezing from it. And it gets back up, it sprouts like sharp ass claws, and it just charges you. I'm gonna roll for an attack. I want well, Remore in particular, because you're closest. I want you to
So
roll...
reflexes.
What? Sorry, what?
Reflexes, would that be?
That is...
So I'm dodging it?
I don't know what you're trying to say. Sorry, I have my headphones off.
Oh, right, so if I'm dodging it, wouldn't be rolling reflexes.
Sure. Make a reflex and running then, I guess. Make a physical reflex save. Or strength reflex. So just roll the 3d6, add strength, and add reflex, I'm gonna say. Because you gotta throw yourself out of the way pretty violently. That's an 11.
Fuck.
Since this is normally... that.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
no. It's actually 12. because I've got down to one of the strength ones.
Okay, fair enough. So you definitely get out of the way. It launches itself at you, like bared, teeth bared, claws sprouted out of its arms. You roll out of the way, you duck under, and you just sort of roll to a stand off to the side of it. It stops, and it just regards you hungrily. Anybody else want to make an attack on it?
Can I?
Sure.
I don't think I can because I've just moved.
Oh, actually, what is this thing's recovered combat order? That's 1. Okay, yeah, definitely not then. Okay, feel free to make an attack on it.
What, me or them?
Anyone. That isn't you.
Okay, great.
Alright.
Roll a 6. Anyone gets above a 6, we can do that. Okay, cool.
There we go.
Cool. Okay, well, how much damage did both of you do? Because it's dead.
I'm just gonna assume 4.
Okay.
I'm rolling up there with a 7 because of the crit.
Okay, you literally kill it by 1 HP. So it launches itself, it like strikes at Remor. Remor dodges out of the way, gets up, and 2 shots, like 2 pumps through the chest, and it's gone. It's dead. It hits the ground and it just sort of lays there.
A burst of energy is what flies out whenever I hit something with my rifle, because I love ion rifles.
Fair enough, fair enough. It's just on the ground. It's dead. There's nothing there, and it's just sort of like decaying.
Ooh, lovely.
Right. If your session is taking longer than expected, feel free to use the Theater of the Mind combat rules rather than minis. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, we're good. So there's nothing else here that's damaged. There's literally no enemies whatsoever. There's nothing infected. It's just fine.
Right.
If you guys want to look around here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna search the map
We should search.
for intel and materials.
Okay, fair enough. So I guess... Right. There are many dead scientists who would have the DNA required to open that secret elevator that was behind the secret door that you guys were just in. There is also some medical equipment. Many of the research devices that were being used are still in good shape, despite the wear over the years. And there's some records confirming that a thing called an onyx is on the ship. Also,
what?
I want one of you guys to... There is a computer in one of the corners of the room. Do you guys, access it?
Yeah, I'm gonna access it.
Make me a programming roll of 12 or above. So there's basically nothing really useful here. Just some medical stuff. I'm gonna say...
I take the medical stuff?
Sure. I'm gonna say that you're gonna get your hands on med spray. I'm gonna give you 2 utility med sprays. Remor, you rolled a 10. You do not find anything. The data itself is just mostly engineering documents, little bits of details on the staff and patients.
Can I tell if there's any references to viruses or cures?
No cures, no viruses.
There's nothing on there.
Well, there's definitely a lot on the actual virus itself, but there's no cure.
Can I take any, make a copy of any of the data?
I'd say that you could copy some of the data, yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'll copy and erase so copy the data onto a hard drive, then completely wipe the computer.
Okay, cool, yeah, you do that. You've just lost a critical piece of information. You failed one of the possible hooks. Okay. So, other than that, there is one major detail that you guys notice. In the corner of the room, against one of the walls, is a massive prisoner of war set of cages. They're filled with dead Nephilim, prisoners of war. They were killed by the experiments that they ran. A few are still alive, but they look like mutated versions of themselves, like the monster that they found in the room. One of the larger cages has been broken open, which is probably where that monster escaped from.
Can I check for salvageable parts?
There is nothing there. Nothing
Great.
useful. Also, you notice a security camera look at you. It looks at you for a couple of seconds, and then it stops. It holds view on you, and then it turns back and continues sweeping the room.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you what that did, but something happened.
Can I see what that links up to?
You can't. It's like connected into the wall and like up the ship.
Ah, great.
Yep. Other than that, you see a small kitchen connected to this. And at this point, I'd also say that... Well, I'd probably say that you guys would also get access to the rest of the map here, because this is kind of just done now. So here, I'll mark this off. Oh, shit, right. So there's a scanner on one of the walls, by the way, as well. Like, just sort of connected there. Doesn't seem to be connected to anything really useful, just sort of exists.
I take a look at it.
Yeah, sure. It requires DNA to access. As I said before, there are some scientists in the room that look like they would be suitable for it. Here, have another map. I need to minimize that.
Anybody want to help me get a scientist up onto the scientist's hand onto the scanner?
Here, I'll open up a new page. We'll roll into this. And I'm going to move this on the map. You're moving something onto the scanner?
I'm going to get a... I grab one of the bodies and try and move it over onto the scanner.
Okay, cool. The body goes on the scanner. Seems like something is unlocked, I believe. Wait, no. No. Actually, there's nothing there. Like, it hits the scanner, and that's about it. Nothing really happens. You hear a minor click in one of the walls.
In the wall or on the wall?
In the wall.
I push against the point where the wall where that wall was.
The wall slides open to reveal an elevator.
I found it.
I'm gonna head over to him.
You're gonna head over to the elevator? Okay. You make your way over.
Yeah, I assume there's
need
nothing
to
else
look
in the
at
room.
this. I just need to look at level 3. Huh, okay. Right. So, as you guys reach the elevator, you suddenly hear shouts from downstairs. You hear bangs and explosions, and you hear the sounds of drills going, and you hear people running up the stairs. Or, like, you hear the elevator on the other side of you start dinging.
We're invisible.
Okay.
We should probably get in the elevator and go up.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I forgot about this. Right. Also... Yeah, okay, never mind. That's good. Yep. I'm gonna find one more thing for you. This is the final part of the map. It's also where you're going to encounter someone.
Oh no.
Right.
Not again.
So I'm going to move it to a third map now because you've completely ignored the second floor. There was other stuff in there, but I'm not really going to give you a chance to do that now. Here we go. So, you exit out of the room onto what looks like a pretty small space. It is like a meeting room for someone, and that someone is sitting in a chair watching you. She is the captain of the ship. You don't know much about her. You don't know much I don't think the man himself gave any kind of details on who she was, but by her bearing and by the way that she looks and acts towards you, she just sort of she seems like a very captain-y sort of personality. She looks up as you enter the room.
I'm gonna level my gun at her.
When the NPCs first approach the center of the room, they see what appears to be another hologram of Solaris, but much larger than the one they saw before. He is seated in a chair, and he looks decrepit and sorrowful. Not much like the hologram that they saw earlier. This was clearly recorded hundreds of years earlier. It regularly flickers and changes hue. The captain looks up. He says, you've come here, have you? I suppose you've probably figured out what's going on down below. What are your intentions here?
Secure any resources and data. Eliminate all we know about it.
Right, I need to check something.
I'm really sure conversations in culture about
she says, she says, right, well, the experiments that we did here were terrible, were horrible, horrible things. We caused a lot of damage, we caused a lot of horror in this place. There were genocides that we assumed would help the people, our people, the Nephilim. The Kaltorans were just simple casualties, but we expected to... We thought that they were necessary sacrifices for the good of the system.
Wait, she's a Nephilim?
We are, yes. What was left of us.
I'm an emissary.
Oh wait, no, it's not a Nephilim. It's not a Nephilim.
I was gonna say then.
I think that she's someone else. Right. She says... Okay, I don't know what race she is. It doesn't actually describe her, I don't think. I might have missed a hint in the earlier portions of the book as to what she actually is. So I'm just going to say she's a corporate. So she's going to look at you. She's going to sort of put her head on her hands. She's going to be like, what are your plans for the virus?
What virus?
The virus that we were experimenting with. The one that can wipe the entire system if we let it free.
Whoa. I saw no such virus on the ship. I know what she's talking about, but these guys don't.
I watched you from the cameras. I saw everything that you did. You know what that is. You know what it can do. Don't even begin to bullshit me.
Great. More people killed. Nope.
If you bullshit me, I will have no choice but to command several of my followers below. She points at 6 green vats right in the center of the room. All of these vats have like bigger versions of the creatures that you fought before. I suggest you answer truthfully. I'm just trying to determine whether or not you are good people.
Yes. I was sent here to secure the virus.
Why do you want the virus?
The Nephilim won't back what is theirs.
I cannot give you the Camoria virus, as if I let it go, then it will destroy the entire system. If you truly think that there's anything that you can do to stop this, you haven't seen me yet. And she drops the hologram, and she is like battered. She is still alive. She is not a hologram. She's several hundred years old by this point. Like, life sustaining is going to fail soon. She must be about 280 years old. She's tall, still has her dark hair, but there's like there's red and green veins crawling up her face and her arms. Her body shudders occasionally, and she coughs blood occasionally too. She's a pitiful creature. Remor, you know that this is the advanced stages of the Kamaria virus, and she's too far gone to be saved.
Oh,
Her chair is committing to supporting her life. And that's the only thing that's left of this entire crew. She looks at you. She says, "Do you really think that you want to give the Nephilim material that could do this to me?"
I have my orders.
Well then, the rest of you are good people. The Nephilim here is not. Kill him. Kill her. I want you guys to make a resolve check of 14 or above. Actually, no. I'm gonna do something different. I want Remor to make a resolve check of 14.
Wait, resolve what? Not to kill them or her?
No, she's not commanding anyone. I'm retconning that. Just make a resolve check of 14 plus.
So 3d6, isn't it?
Yep, 3d6. 14 or better.
What pluses can I put on it?
Nothing. Oh wait, no, it's a resolve. Plus resolve.
Or minus resolve. It's everyday skills.
Oh, I do not have that.
Perfect. So just make a straight roll.
Oh, 10. Okay.
10?
Oh.
Okay. You fail. You feel your mind freeze up for a moment and then grow compliant. You have to tell the truth, period. Like, you cannot do anything that isn't telling the truth to her. She looks at you.
We're truthful anyways. We're honest.
She looks at you. She says, "What do you really think of the Nephilim?"
I grind my teeth trying to resist, but ultimately I can't. Yeah.
Yep.
My memories are fake. I've been told a lie. My entire life is false.
Yes,
Ultimately, I wish revenge upon them, but for now I must play their games. I wish to use the virus against them.
Alright.
And free my friends.
That is a very unwise course of action. The virus isn't just able to affect the Nephilim. Sure, it works better on the Nephilim, but it spreads to every other race through contact, touch. If a single Nephilim touches a single Kaltoran, then they get off their homeworld. Everyone in the galaxy is a threat. This ship is a nuclear bomb about to go off. You do not want what this virus carries, trust me. I would suggest... Well, that's another point. Who sent you here?
The Nephilim leadership.
No, who gave you the orders to get here? You're lying.
Oh, what was this? Yeah, the corporate guy. Simmons? Yeah, Simmons.
My kind is still trying to breach the secrets of this place, are they? They've been trying for years. Understood. Okay. What if I pay you more credits than what they're willing to pay? I'm an old
sure
woman.
then. Yeah,
I'm
definitely kill them.
As in, I pay you more to leave the virus alone.
Just leave the virus?
Leave the virus. Everything else
Yeah,
is
what
fine.
about...
See, if we leave the virus, surely someone's going to come looking for it if we don't kill the source of the information.
But if we take everything else and leave with all the stuff...
She nods slowly. She's like,
We get all the money.
yep. She nods slowly. She says, "A corporate. I understand. I appreciate your pragmatic manner. Not many of my kind were on this ship in the first place. I got assigned here by the rest of the corporation as a far end job when I didn't do what they wanted. Look under the bed."
Okay.
Corporate only.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
All right. I'll go. I'll look under the bed.
There's 300,000 credits worth of gold stashed under the bed, framed. We're talking like several well, it's not gold. It's like cards, like hundreds and hundreds of like plastic, like monetary cards.
Credit.
Like credit cards, yeah.
I'll come back up.
Yep.
That's a very nice bed frame you've got there.
Indeed. Do we have a deal?
I'm fine
Yes.
with this.
Yes.
What will you do with it?
I wish
Do it
to
for
simply
fires.
sacrifice the ship. I wish to let it float in space for the rest of time. And I wish to abandon it to time and races. Make sure that
You
it
said it was
doesn't fall into the
nuclear.
wrong hands.
Could
But
we possibly
you said-
blow it up?
Yeah.
That's what I was
Blow
thinking.
it
Is there
up.
any way
The
to
nuclear bomb.
overload anything?
There are
How about we blow it
people.
up and destroy the virus?
There are salvagers aboard my ship right now who are taking the virus in vats and attempting to get it outside. I have locked the doors for now, but they are trying to drill their way through. If you can blow it up, I would suggest you do so. I do not have any explosives, and I have no other weapons that I could give you. But if you could potentially destroy their ship... She nods for a
We do
moment.
have our old ship.
She nods for a moment. She says, I still have control over most of the turrets and machinery in this building. And if they do
Wait,
try to get out of here... There's no time. The reactor's going to go soon anyways. Right. So... right, I didn't actually mention this, did I? The reactor on this ship is bound to blow up anyways in... Oh, I don't know. She checks the hologram. She checks the watch. She says 5 minutes.
Fuck.
Less than perfect.
Take the cards and take this, and she'll throw a vial to one of you guys, or like no, she'll throw a data pad to one of you guys.
I'll grab it.
It contains it contains the like diagrams for a cure to the Komori virus.
Whew.
Keep it safe and keep it safe. Let it proliferate. We can't have this come back to haunt us. And so,
That's right.
there is an unused escape pod to the iron behind you, beside the bed. Take the credits, put it in the escape pod, and get out of here.
Take the gold and go.
Wait.
Okay.
What about the drop ship?
What?
The drop ship. What about the drop ship? Oh god.
The only thing
We
that
have-
really is left is the escape pod. If you want to escape from here, that escape pod is your only option out.
How are the controls? in
Pretty
it?
shit.
It controls pretty well. It's only a size 1 or 2 ship, but there's only 3 of you, so it should be a tight fit.
There's
It's a
4 of us.
modified fighter jet, basically.
There's 4 of us.
Okay.
So we need the engineer.
The engineer nods to you guys. He says, "I'll come along. I'll come along." And
If we could always just fly the ship around to the hangar, get in our ship, and go.
yes, that would be a good idea. Yes.
Let's do that.
He nods. She nods. She says, "I'm sorry that I couldn't come with you, but this is beyond the cure. I am beyond saving." Wow, okay, this is depressing. Okay, cool. Nice, okay. Okay. Oh, I got it. She says, by the way, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Solaris. I'm an Archon. I'm the last of my kind. Nice to meet you. And she nods, sort of smiles half grimly, and she says, go.
I walk,
It's not a corporate.
I bow for a quick second, and then I run my happy butt into the pilot chair.
Yep. Engineer jumps in after you. Other two of you want to get in there?
Yeah.
I'm getting in.
Okay, so think
I
of
threw
it
a quick
like
salute and get in.
four people trying to fit inside of a toilet stall.
It's fine.
It is tight.
Do you have the credits?
It is fucking
tight,
tight, but you
grab
have
the
a
credits
lot of
and go.
credits. Yeah. Okay, you got
So
the escape pod.
I fire the escape pod, and we then fly us over to the hangar.
Okay. Cool. So they actually the escape pod like jets out. It moves at like a rapid frickin' pace, right? So that thing moves at like several hundred kilometers an hour. It's gonna take a real feat of piloting to move this ship properly.
Okay.
Solaris herself just sort of gets up off her chair, disconnects all the life support systems, and moves over to the corner of the room and just sort of watches out the windows.
All right, then what do I need to roll?
Going down to the hangar.
You're gonna roll. Give me an operations roll of 12 or better. Actually, no.
It's actually a
14 or better.
command roll.
14 or better.
Just so you're aware, it'll be a command roll because that's the skill for piloting a ship.
Okay,
but either way,
fair enough. Do it. Wow.
I did not do that. We are very far out.
Okay, so you jet out and you get like I'm gonna say you get like 200 kilometers away from this thing. You try to jet back towards the ship, and you watch as there's a small spark in one of the lower decks, and then the middle deck, and then the top deck, and the ship, like there's a tiny light that starts in the middle of the ship, and it builds and builds and builds until it eventually consumes the entire ship. It's just a slap of energy and everything, and like an enormous shockwave of light, and the ship is gone.
Okay.
At least we got something worth selling.
Yep. Well, at that,
I'm sorry.
you make your way. Actually, where do you go? You know that the corporation's aiming for this virus cure.
Let's go back to the engineer ship for one.
The engineer ship is gone. It's like blown to pieces.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a small shuttle we took over to the big one.
No, you took an escape pod and it jetted you out too far. It required like a
No, but I
14
mean
roll
the
or better.
engineer ship. We went from the engineer ship on a small ship to the big one, didn't we?
Yep, and that engineer ship was docked when it blew up.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So you guys are stuck 4 people to one like size 1 shuttle, which I'm actually going to detail for you guys after this now. But where do you guys go? Do you go back to Haven? Do you go back to this corporate guy who really probably just wants the cure to sell it? Or do you want to like do something with this?
Well, I want to go shoot the corporate guy in the head, but okay. Anybody else?
I mean,
Oh, hey, whoa.
if you want to, you totally could.
Whoa. Hey.
At least let him pay us first.
Fair enough.
True.
I'd say also at this point there are so many smaller cards that somebody with somebody with engineering, or even like the engineer for the ship himself, could probably just transfer it all to one card for you. The cards themselves are like old tech. They'd probably be worth money as antiques as well. Like maybe
Yeah,
5,000
I've got plus
credits.
1 on engineering.
Yeah.
What do I need to roll?
Give me electronics, maybe?
Yeah, I've got electronics and engineering, so either one's good for me.
Just give me electronics roll.
3 D6.
Yep, 3d6 plus electronics.
Oh god.
Right.
8.
So you start to try and mess with it, and then you realize, I may be an engineer. I may be really good at this, but, and this is a big but,
Yeah, small
this
bit.
is technology over 50 or 60 years old. I do not know how to... I am not capable of this shit.
For the actual engineer.
Yeah, the engineer himself looks at it. He's like, you really struggle with this shit? And he just does it. Like, I'm gonna roll a /roll 3d6. Oh, yeah, never mind. He starts to do it. He looks at it. He gets it open, and he's like, the fuck is this shit? All right. This I can't do. He puts it back, and he sort of just, like, looks at it incredulously. He's like, how fucking old is this?
Too old.
He nods slowly. He's like, all right. And he passes it back.
Supposed to get paid by the corporate guy then.
Yep.
We can stop at
shoot
a bank or something.
I don't like him anyways. Feel free to kill the bastard.
Well,
Okay.
one last person that knows about the cure.
Yep. So you go to Haven.
Yeah.
You go into the spaceport. I'm gonna turn on the spaceport music just for the final little bit. So you go into the spaceport, and as you touch down, as you dock, there is like the corporate from before looks up as you enter. He's like, he waves you down and like wanders over. He's like, so I do you have the cure? Do you this could be a great amount of money for the corporation. Please, I must see it.
So I sit down and I'm just gonna put my Artemis assault cannon on the table and just kind of slowly slide it over to his point in his chest so he doesn't notice. And start
He
talking.
looks
to
at
him.
you. He's like, "Fuck, do you think you're cut off?"
I just smile at him. Oh, sorry about that. We've got your cure.
Okay. He looks at you. He pulls out. He looks over the data pad. He grabs it. He's like, "Oh, this is very interesting. Yes." He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out like a relatively high class data card. He looks at you. He's like, pass me on data pad. I'll transfer some credits off of mine.
Okay. Pass it on the data pad.
He taps the data pad. He transfers 200,000. He transfers 100,000 credits. And then he looks at you. He's like, "Thank you very much for this." And he gets up. And he turns. And he
I'm gonna hit him with the gun.
You're gonna shoot him with the gun?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him in the back with
Fucking
the assault
exactly.
cannon.
There you go. So give me a roll. He's uncontested. I'm gonna say count at least one crit off this.
Paul is
well,
just kind of looking,
any
just kind of like
pluses?
looking away.
Sorry,
Especially
what?
Paul's looking at the other ships.
Yep.
Yeah,
much-
no, I'm not watching this.
How much damage do you do? Just off of the base.
11.
Oh yeah. So
And then there's a 6 damage plus 4 crit, so 10.
okay, you literally pump a hole in his gut. He stumbles forward a step, doesn't even turn to look at you, says, "Well," and he collapses. Data pad and the card are there. The data pad and the card are still on the table, by the way. Or no,
Yeah, I'm taking all that.
Come on.
You take them.
Yep.
This card, this data card, you can actually transfer money off of it to like whoever the hell you want. So
Great, let's do it. Drain it.
It's got 300,000 credits. He was holding out on you, and he's got the data pad from before with the cure on it.
Has he got any valuables actually on his person?
He had the suit. That suit must have been worth at least 10,000 credits.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
but
not
it's got a
got a
hole in
big
it now.
fucking hole in it.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's about it, though.
Paul
I'm gonna
walks
take a
over, picks up the credit chip and the data pad.
Yep.
It's like, and looks over at the man with the gun in the hole in his gun, and just thank you. Walks off.
And that's where we'll end.
Yeah. I'm
There you go.
Well.
Hey, well done.
Hey.
That was a good campaign, or that was a good session. And this is going to be the start of a new session. Start of a new game.
I really enjoy the fact that we are literally just house ruling, calling half of us. It's great.
Well, yeah, I didn't know how attack actions work. I don't know how any of the like fighting stuff works, so I'm using theater of the mind as it says.
It's usually against whatever your like skill with it is. Like I have a rifle and that's small arms.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I also would assume that I would know how to shoot my goddamn gun if I've had it for a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if my small arms skill is untrained.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say that, like, just having a straight roll is a lot better. I don't think that it's a little bit overcomplicated in that sense. But
I mean, like if I'm trying to like work on or like look or trying to determine what kind of weapon it is, small arms might make sense.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Well, in that case, that's the end of it.
That was great. That.
I suppose we'll show up again in a couple of weeks, probably with another episode or two.
Yeah, sounds good. And I would honestly like to read over some of this other stuff too, just as is.
Oh yeah, totally. I would very much like to read through it. Here, I'll send you guys the Ghost Ship Carthage because that was I did actually like cut off a little bit of it in order to get some time saved. How long have we been doing this? We've been doing this for 3 hours, 6 minutes, and 33 seconds. Jeez. Okay.
11 minutes to my watch.
Fair enough. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. This was Cjheighton on twitch.tv. Thank you for tuning in to... What was the freaking thing called again? I don't know.
Frags Inbound.
Frags Inbound, there you go. Yeah, I'll see you guys later, yeah? Peace out.
Yeet.